I think it's nicer. All right. Welcome to YouTube. If you're watching it in YouTube or if you're watching it live, well, hello. So this is the list that the 5.0 recently on the league, and my first impression was like, okay, you can 5.0 with whatever you want. So of course you 5.0 with this. It looks really bad, blah blah blah. But then Panda Anaconda, who's a good player and a great contributor to the Discord of Harness Scales. He tried it and he had a lot of success with it. Probably the success due to him being better player than the average player, or maybe better than the 90% of players he faces. So that's he wins a lot with. But still, I don't like this forest, by the way. Just gotta get my forest in there. Still, the deck feeling is really good, and there's a... The fuck, man? Show version. Why is it shown? Oh, not this matter. Sorry. So one of the things that makes this deck cool is that it actually pretty much sucks to lose to Blood Moon when you're playing a deck like this one, right? But I got this stuff. But when you're playing red, you don't care about Blood Moon because a lot of your spells are actually red. So it's kind of nice. And in fact, if I had to make some changes to the deck, we will not make the changes yet. We'll play one as it is, one list as it is, and then we'll make changes afterwards if needed. Is that would actually make these Alpine Moons be Magos of the Moons. You're able to slam a turn 3 Magos of the Moon versus a lot of the Amulet Titan decks. You pretty much win because I think they also don't bring in any removal for you. They mostly bring enchantment hate, so you don't want to bring in like another enchantment that will die to whatever enchantment hate they already bring in or artifact hate. And on top of that, this card, Alpine Moon, I find it super underpowered. Like, what are you gonna name versus Titan? Field of the Dead, Humber Battlements. I think this card is just pretty rad. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna give it a try. It is a cool card. It looks cool. It's like, yeah. I hope I can hear me well. I mean, I have 2 viewers, but I don't know who they are or if they can hear me. The rest of the deck is kind of the similar. Like, you have the base, like all the other Harness Scales, and then they have other red spells in Lightning Bolt and Kazuri's Fury, which is also doubles down as a land. So this card, if you don't know what it is as initial cast to cast the spell, you sacrifice a creature. So it's a sack outlet, which is very good. And it deals damage equal to the creature's power to any target. So it's kind of a finisher if you win, which I think Surgical Extraction, we're talking about it being a good way of exiling. It's kind of a nice extra card to have in your deck. You don't want too many because it's expensive, and versus some decks it's awful. Super. So I just changed my settings and everything, so I was like, who knows? But Surgical Extraction is really awful versus some decks, but it can be really great versus others. And especially Oops All Spells. Oops All Spells is it won the Modern Showcase Challenge, and I'm pretty sure we'll find that at least once in this league. It's just a strong deck, and you need to have so much hate to beat it. And I think a lot of the hate in the shape. I actually will put this down a bit. In Relic of Progenitors, for example, it's not that good because they will always it's not like Dredge, where if the nature's climb a relic, you exile the graveyard and you get some value, and they need to reset. Oops All Spells wins on the graveyard on the spot, so you actually need to have the graveyard hit when they go off. And a lot of times, these ones go like they will claim the relic before they go off, right? So your relic becomes kind of irrelevant. The rest of the deck is this your standard scales. You could play anything on this flex lock. So you play Metallic Mimic, you could play more animation modules, less animation modules. But I think 3 animation modules make sense when you're playing 3 Dino Reborns. Only 22 lands, and 2 of them as the spell. Maybe we could try this in mono green. The mono green, this one that puts a counter for 1 mana. It's kind of awful, but it feels like Dino Reborn, but that could be instant, I guess. There's the one that fights. There's the one that returns a card from your graveyard. Maybe any of those is like a decent card. I don't know. In mono green. The rest of the deck is kind of standard. As I said, just playing these 8 red sources in the mana base and 2 Kazuri's Fury should be enough to cast the Lightning Bolts and whatever. But I think I would rather play Magos of the Moon here, specifically more even than Blood Moon. And like if you against those decks, you don't care about losing your Ringmouth Nexus. So yeah, I mean you do care, but it's not the end of the world. And yeah. Overall, this looks pretty cool, pretty solid. we'll give it a go. Check the Discord so somebody wants. Oh, wow, I get lost. Okay. Why wouldn't you move? There you go. Put the Discord over here. Start playing a match. The simulate is very nice because it shows both the stream itself and the. I can see that you cannot see the chat, which is annoying. Anyway, let's play. Let's see what we're playing against. All right, man. So okay, let's first of all let's align these things, right? So this hand has a lot of enablers, but has no payoff, and it has 5 lands because this is mostly aligned in the first turn. So this can use a mulligan. This hand is the same kind of stuff. Oh, you can see it there. Nice. I don't know if that's good or not, but we'll keep it there for now. This hand is actually more or the same. We have the enablers and I have nothing else. Opponent is not yet decided what to do. So, in with 7 cards, we are on the play. I mean, this hand could actually work out in the end if we start drawing threats. I just don't feel like going to 5, especially because I don't know what I'm mulliganing towards. Like I could be getting a Grandier hand, and then we're playing against like Scourge of the Skyclave. So at least this one has the most busted. I think I'm gonna like payoffs, and then I'm gonna put this back because it's the only one. I mean, it's not only red source that plays as a green source, right? Maybe we can put. Yeah, we only have 2 lightning bolts in the deck, so I think that's fine. So we're gonna play this on the backside. Name scales, play scales, and pass. So it's nice that you can see the chat, and then you can see the chat of opponent too, so you can chat over him of them if they don't like it. So how you Cooper the Red, mate? So I actually started following you on YouTube. Oh, we're playing Reclaimer? Sure. Because man, I've been playing a lot for a few days, and I feel I have like amplified my ears. Oh, not aligned, of course, is absolutely the opposite of what we wanted. This deck doesn't play Ancient Steering, so maybe, yeah. So yeah, I didn't know you were on YouTube. I'm mostly on YouTube. I actually started streaming. I started streaming on YouTube, but mostly in the beginning I was just making videos. And maybe I even enjoy more making videos, but streaming is kind of fun. And if I'm gonna play anyway, at least I didn't get flexed on Star 1. If I'm gonna play anyway, might as well. So we play here. This is not logging too good. I may should mulligan that hand, but I didn't know. As I said, I didn't know what I was mulliganing towards. So it just didn't make that much sense in my mind. This is also not the greatest. I'll play the Immo deck and start attacking next turn, I guess. Maybe I should have done that last turn, in fact, because we have nothing else. Yeah, exactly. And I think the interaction with chat sometimes actually makes it more interesting. I don't know if it can it be seen, or is it just some random? Yeah, the problem is the background is white and the lettering is white, so maybe we need to move it like here or something. I don't know. This is not looking good, by the way. We drawn 3 lands in a row, 2 lands in a row, and we kept a 5-lander. So, or a 4-lander, I guess. So we have all the enablers and none of the payoffs. No red source also, so we couldn't possibly deal with this guy. And yeah, this is looking not so hot, to be honest. Armor Worker is not the dream, but I guess it's something we can play. So we will start by... I'm gonna start attacking with Immo Nexus. Yeah, I'm gonna do this anyway. So I mean, if they have a path, they have a path. I mean, we got a land. We only play 3 basics, which is maybe 3 too low in this current path to XL meta, because both this deck, which is one of the most popular decks, and also. Okay, they are actually path. They're doing this thing. Maybe they get a... What's the name of that card? I think if this dies next turn, I don't have a red source, which just sucks because maybe if this died next turn, we could actually go for a kill. It's kind of funny. I did not think about this line. If I play this, graft onto it, then I sacrifice it onto the Ingmoth Nexus, is actually lethal. Nah, that's kind of bad then that I actually have moved the... And they didn't go for Ghost Quarter, they're going full grid here. That actually removes the red source. I guess that's something we need to learn. I'm actually gonna graft here. If they have Dryad, it's gonna be hard anyway, but if they have Dryad, we can maybe win next turn if we draw red source actually. Right? Because we play the red source, we activate Ingmoth Nexus, we sack this, and we win. Yeah. Ramunap. Okay, mate, you got it. Oh, we have a 4-4 now, which is nice. They have it. Okay. Now they can sack this. That's the wrong Blackstones to sack, my friend. Should sack the other one. Wow, I really feel like it's been upgraded, man. Playing on a laptop is really sucky. So now they don't have a land drop, and that may give us a chance. Okay, mate, draw that red spell. That sucks. I wish I had kept the red source. I got super punished here. Huh. So, I mean, they have million mana. I did not think about the possibility that we will be able to cast this actually. Is there a way? Oh yeah, fuck! I have the access corner. I'm retarded. Okay, we have one. They have one white source. I'm gonna go for it. I don't think this is getting much better for us. If they have a Titan or something, then we are pretty dead. And it's like it hurts us, but it's not like it hurts us like crazy. You know what I mean? Like if they have path for this, it's like still like we lost 2 cards to 1, but we have a lot of cards anyway. So and we have a lot of counters now. So they could have the path. They do have the path. It's okay. So, I mean, it's of course not a dream to go for it like this. Maybe I should wait until like next turn. But, you know, like if we draw like a Ballista now or something, it becomes like an 11-11 easily or more. So I think that was fine going for it like this. Because I think this, if they have Dryad, this game is over. If they have Titan, this game is very close to over. So, yeah, I mean, if they had Dryad, they should play Dryad and they can actually kill us, but they didn't do that. Yeah, I'm a bit worried when I put my tower, like okay, they have field over that, like my computer back on, they have lost quarter. Yeah, maybe made a mistake, I should have saved it. Like, clearly they're not playing like perfectly or anything. I just made a mistake there. They're not in Mon Nexus, but they have the Ghost Quarter. Next turn they attack us for 10, 12. We cannot really kill them just with a bomb from this. We can kill a Titan with this. Oh, we cannot cast this. It's okay. I'm gonna concede this game. Yeah. No, I didn't love this. I actually misplayed. If I had probably just should have waited for them to tap out. But basically if they had Drive, we were dead. So I don't know how good that would have been. These are all cards that I like in this matchup. Surgical is not good. We can surgical Flagstones, but I don't think animation mods what you want to be doing in this matchup. Just too strong, right? Actually, Blinding Bolt could be really good in this matchup because it kills Reclaimer. But I like them more on the draw than on the play. Gem Razor is only good versus Dryad. So that's the problem. Both Gem Razor. Yeah. If opponent has gotten a Dryad or something, I was dead anyway. And they played Titan. So, but maybe if they had not, so maybe I had not gone for it, they would have played safer instead of casting the Titan. I don't know. So Lightning Bolt deals with the Reclaimer, but honestly, I'm not so worried about Reclaimer in this matchup. I don't think maybe they play Collector Roof actually. Steel Overseer seems rather slow. Actually, I don't dislike Steel Overseer in this matchup. Torpor Orb, it's only really good versus Titan, right? And actually not the greatest. I think Torpor Orb is much better versus Annual Titan. In this deck, they also play Skyclave Apparition, I guess, and Knight of Autumn. What else do they play? I actually play that deck, so it's my bad that I don't know. They play Skyclave Apparition, Springbloom Druids. Yeah, but the biggest issue is not the... Yeah. Complicated sideboarding. I'll take out the Lightning Bolts, keeping the Torpor Orbs. Maybe it's just a mistake, but I'm taking out a Scaviar Combiner. Maybe 2. Bring up 1 Lightning Bolt. We have the Gem Razor as our 3-drop, let's say. I'm not sure how people feel about playing Gem Razor in this matchup. Actually, I've not played this matchup that much, which is funny. I played it a million times with Heliod, but not versus when I play skills, I never get to play around. This hand is just not good enough, I think. Like, that's not the plan, right? I know what a Born tap on skills. It's just not on the draw, we could consider it, but on the play, I mean, we need to be more proactive. I think this hand is good. This hand is actually really good, so we keep this. Problem is, I think we can put this back, right? And then we have green and red in here. And then we have Behemoth Nexus and this. Sounds pretty good. And we keep all our threats. And we play 24 lands, so we'll maybe draw more. And 1 point of damage doesn't really hurt us that much. So we will... It actually gains 1 life opponent, which is kind of weird. Actually, I just realized that we're playing this card, we're not playing the equivalent of this card that deals 1 damage to you. I guess I don't know. I feel that a lot of times it comes down to very little. Opponent always have turn 1 Reclaimer, like a good Reclaimer player. I actually may shoot this down with a Ballista. I'll hide the Behemoth Nexus for now. I'll shoot this down with a Ballista. You know, it's if they have Flagstones, we are in big trouble. And a lot of times they will keep a bad hand that has a Lobby's Reclaimer and Flagstones and nothing else. Yeah, it looks a lot better on random 5. So a lot of times I think they will keep like a pretty bad hand that has Reclaimer. And next time we can play Ballista and Ozolith, so I think that's fine. Reclaimer and Flagstones and 4 blanks, or they don't care about the rest, because basically the combination of cards is like so strong that they beat you. Okay, that was not Flagstones. So basically it also means that unless they have a Lambish Call, they have nothing to do with their mana turn 2. So it's kind of nice as well. I forgot to put the correct Immodexus art here. Yeah. One use of putting the tower here is to have the possibility to lean on it. But I don't really love this, that you give them life, but whatever. So, they could path us, of course, but then 2 counters go into the Ozolith, so that's fine. But yeah, of course, mulliganing and then using a Ballista to kill an Elvish Reclaimer doesn't feel great, but it's just it needs to be respected. So they have call, so I mean, maybe they just had it all already. I think this matchup is actually fine. Especially if we find a Ravager next turn. I think it's almost lethal. It is lethal if we find a Ravager, so... Remember, there's leads is it doesn't play Ancient Strings, which is a card I've been favoring a lot. But And as I said, I think I said in the Discord, but Blood Moon is not that good versus Green and White Reclaimer. I don't think you even need it. I don't think I even need the Alpine Moons actually, because the way they work. So they got Skyclave Aberration. Okay. So Skyclave Aberration is bad, but it's like depending on what they target. Maybe they don't target the Ballista. Maybe they target the Ballista. If they target the Ballista, this counters will go on the Autolit. And I think I'll just accept it and put counters on the England Nexus next turn. I don't really care about this, honestly. And I mean, this doesn't really develop their main plan, it just slows us down, but we have a second England Nexus. Of course, it's not the dream to keep drawing lands, but we play 24 to be fair. And one of the weaknesses of this list doesn't have like any Northling Pitlands. So, yeah. If they have Ghost Warden in hand, or Force of Vigor, God forbid, then GG. But if it has Ghost Quarter, we can still animate it with another England Nexus, so we're fine in that sense. And I think next turn we have lethal, most likely. 4, 5. Actually, we're 1 off next turn, which is sad. Maybe I should play the England Nexus turn too, who knows. But yeah. Feel that. I guess Alpine Moon can name these, and then it's kind of. But then it's a multicolor land, which whatever, doesn't matter now. But if you like, that's the thing with Alpine Moon. If you play turn 1, naming Field of Death, for example, and the opponent plays a Field of Death, then you just gave them an untapped multicolor source free. And then if you name Malakut, they will look for Field of Death. So I think the only way to actually stop this deck is from getting both naming both Valakut and Field of Death, and then they will have like a nice Apparition or a Knight of Autumn to deal with the. My opponent's thinking if they can beat us. Because right now this is 4, 5, so they'll go down to 1, and then what's it called? Throne of Geth is lethal afterwards. Throne of Geth is even lethal next turn. So Reclaimer, they play. So they could have Path to Exile. They could have double Path to Exile, and that would be pretty bad for us. Sure. I'm not passing priority in case they have cross quarter, even though they played a man already. That thing is, this is an instant speed spell, so okay, that's a worker. It's not great because we don't have a way to sacrifice it, but it doesn't matter, right? That's what it is. I'll play it after combat to kind of hide our intentions. So I'll attack with both, hopefully put them at 1 poison, and hopefully not dying next turn to a Dryad plus Flagstones. Wow, they're taking it. So they have no removal. Like, there's no chance, there's no reason not to remove that. This doesn't matter what I play like, so I just got best of spells. We only have 1 green spell and we have 2 red spells in our deck, so. So opponent needs to beat us right now. They just concede. Nice. So Wingmouth there, Xus got us there. As I said, I don't know about the Alpine Moons, man. I think Lightning Bolt, especially on the draw, it's really important here. If we're not able to kill that Reclaimer, it's just gonna end us. I don't like Steel Overseer, I don't like Surgical. Okay, maybe we can keep 1 Alpine Moon. I just don't feel... I don't know about Gem Razor either. Kills the Dryads, which is very strong. But we need time to kill... We need a creature to kill it. And still feels pretty good, Gem Razor, honestly. Bolt... It's been unsure. I mean, I have not really thought about it. I'm guessing this card needs to be here for this specific reason, right? For this deck. Okay, I'll add the second one. Snapbeard is fine, it allows us to kill things. Topper Up is actually... Topper Up stops most of the removal, because it's mostly the dude. The Skyclave apparition. This hand is actually not great. I want to say why. Even though we have a good turn 1 play and a good turn 2 play in Hangavag and Worker, and then we have Enigma of Nexus, we have no Sack Outlet, we have no Enabler. So if my opponent mulligans, almost for sure I'm going to mulligan. If they don't mulligan, I think you cannot see it, but it's choosing. So if they don't mulligan, I'll probably keep. I just think you need... Okay, they're mulliganing. I just feel this hand is 5 lands, no enabler. 2, I mean, of course, we could draw back-to-back scales and Ravager or something and then win, but could be that we don't draw that. This hand has everything. Has an enabler, has like a big payoff on the mana, has Torpor turn 2. So if we see they're like going for the Skyclave Aberration play, maybe we'll just play that. Importantly, no. The good thing about this card is that it doesn't enter the battlefield, it mutates. So I'll keep this. I don't know what to put back though. This would be an amazing... 7. Maybe we can put a land back, and we play in 24 lands anyway, right? And all these spells are relevant. Probably put this back, right? We're gonna play... We need double green. Gem Razor... I mean, I really like the Gem Razor, just being able to just kill a Dryad the turn after it gets played. But I don't want to put back the Torpor Orb. I don't want to put back the Harness Skills, of course, on the Ravager. So I think I'm going to put back one of the lands. I'm probably going to put back a Forest because they play Ghost Quarter. So it could be that they want to, you know, and they play Path to Exile. So we value basics here. It's really nice that they start with a tap land for once. So it's not like a... It's not random. Okay, that's Pendelhaven. I like that a lot. I'm gonna play Pendelhaven Harness Skills here, and then I can save one of these to make it a red source. I don't know if I'm gonna play Ravager or Torpor next turn. Depending on what they play, because if we play Torpor, we stop Skyclave Operations already. Yeah, they probably have a Skyclave Operation. Like, they probably have a Lanamri's Call, right? So maybe we just play the Torpor Orb. Because if we look for land, look for whatever, they will just exile these guys. So let's protect our Ravager. If they play like this is right, yeah. So I'm gonna play a Torpor Orb. It's not amazing in this matchup. It's not like Amulet Titan, which I feel it kind of wins the game. But it's pretty hard for opponent to interact with this because the only artifact and like basically non-creature hate that they have is Knight of Autumn and Skyclave Operation. I had this happen to me when I was playing mono white. And all of a sudden my opponent played a Torpor and I realized, damn, I cannot remove that. So they have a lot of damage cost. So they could look for a way to kill the Ravager. The only thing right now is that since we're on the draw, it could be that they slam a Dryad. But we still have time to kill a Dryad, right? If they play a Dryad, unless they have exactly 3 lands on a Dryad in hand, we're still fine. But since they're taking a while, maybe they're not having Dryad, maybe they have a Reclaimer. I mean, this is actually pretty cool. Elvish Reclaimer. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's bad, but we have 3 balls in our deck, right? I put them all in, so we can deal with that. And we only have 1 line in the deck. So I'll play the Arbon Ravager, and then play Gem Razor next turn. Why did I put this in red? This should be in green. Ah, no, this can be in green. Reclaimer. Okay, that's a nozzle. That's very good draw, actually. So I can play this on green. Play Ozolith. Play Ravager. I mean, they could have a path. But it looks like they have another call. I will turn off auto yields. Maybe I want to stack something. But actually, this hand looks very good right now because we can deal with a Dryad next turn. And we can make a massive Ravager before we do that. and then just maybe attack even for the kill, who knows. Okay, they didn't use their mana, so no Lalambri's Call, no Path. Maybe they have Flagstones. Okay, that's a Dryad. There you go. So it's playing out the way we wanted it to play out. They need a land drop too. Okay, this is really great for us. Gem Razor is gonna do them. Worker. That's very good too. Actually, we could Gem Razor into the Worker, right? Because so this would make it a 6/6. Actually, we could Gem Razor into this. Can we kill them? I know it's crazy, but if we play Worker, we play Gem Razor, we Gem Raze onto the Armand Ravager. It's gonna be a 6/6. Kills this. We sack the Worker. Ah no, we need to sack the Worker before we do this because it's not an artifact. So let's say we play this. We sack the Worker. This will be a 4/4, 7/7. 2 counters will come here. Play the Ravager is gonna be an 11/11. This can eat his 13/13. And 2 counters will come here, 16/16. Plus the counter here is 18/18. So it's almost there. So I think I don't feel like sacrificing this per se. So I kind of like that. We can save the Worker and may sack it later. May sack it next turn. Because even though we lose some of the counters, we still grow it, right? So we play Worker. And then we play green, red, green. Cast with Mutate. We mutate here. And basically mutating here allows us to hit them much harder. So we now have a Ravager that tramples. And next turn we can win. Probably. Because they will go down to 13 now. So now next turn they're dead. If they don't have an answer for the Ravager. And if they do have an answer for the Gem Razor, which doesn't die to Artifact Hate, by the way, we still get 2 counters on the Worker. And we can still attack. So this is exactly what we wanted to happen. So I'm very happy. So far, I mean, the red has not done anything, but they could have 1 land. No, they cannot really find 2 lands here. So maybe I will attack also with Worker. Ballista's a really good draw. Probably Ballista can finish this off, right? We attack here. If they don't block, I mean, they can block, but then they lose the Reclaimer. Then we can still play the Ballista, and yeah, and then just we're not in a rush, basically. And this guy has trample now. So of course, if we had gone for the Olin last turn and we knew either we were drawing this Ballista, it would have been different. But they must have a path, right? It cannot be that they only have like... Okay, they path here. Not much we can do except get a forest that we conveniently put back. I may even hold on to this Ballista somehow. They'll take 2. Down to 11. So I play Ballista next turn. It's gonna be a 3/3, move to counters 5/5. Maybe I can save it, right? But if we play, I guess they're forced to shoot this down. I mean, they're forced to have another path, basically. And we can kill the Reclaimer. Alright. If they have some damage-based removal. So now they're like... I'm guessing they sag now, looking for something. There is a world where we shoot this down. So they're sagging, but there is a world where we shoot this down and we just, because they have 1, 2 lands there. We leave it. We deal with this problem now. Then next turn we don't win next turn. We do that though. What am I afraid of that they can play of this Reclaimer? Nothing, right? I mean, if they get a Flaxons, they get to ramp, but Titans don't count. Them tapping out is good. Blast Zone. Okay, that's like actually strong one. But they need another line to activate this Blast Zone, and in the end, all it does is kill. Well, it kills three permanents, I guess. All right, so they still need another line to deal with this Blast Zone, so I'm not gonna kill the Reclaimer. This kind of shows weakness, right? This shows that if they're not able to deal with the Ozolith next turn, they're dead. Well, they actually have the land, so good for them, I guess. No attacks. Someone needs to Blast Zone here, or they die. We also gave up the opportunity to kill this, but I think it's okay. Cool. That's another land. That's of course not the dream. So I guess I'll attack, put the counters over here. Probably opponent doesn't know that the triggers go like the counters will go on the stack anyway. This sucks. It's not supposed to be like this, but they can file for some compensation, I guess. They need to do it now, exactly. So destroy every 1-drop. So this becomes a 3/4. I can shoot this down. And 1 counter, then 2 counters come over here. It will be a 4/4, right? That's worth it. And then we attack. So check this out, actually. We'll do this. I think this is actually going to be a pretty cool play. Just watch. So we shoot this down. Then there is a trigger, say here. Then before the trigger resolves, we make this a 2/3. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, this will not work, of course, the Ozolith will die, but we will move the counters here, being it a 5/6. This will die, and now we can attack, and if they don't block, they are dead. Ah, it kills the Reclaimer? Okay, they are dead. I actually forgotten that he also kills the Reclaimer. Yep, you are dead, opponent. And it didn't come matter for this, I think, but... Or it did. It actually did. Wow, I can't believe this actually mattered. Yeah, right, because it would be a 5, it would only be 5 points of damage. Get wrecked! Oh my god, the value. On that Pain of Heaven. I did not even see it. And the Ballista was not even die, it would just stay here. Celebrate. Are you guys not entertained? Because I think you should be entertained from this. Oh, it was such a sweet line. I don't care, man, about your perennial. You put this card in your deck to draw it. Don't put 6 zeros. What do you put there? Well played. Don't put 6 drops in your deck if you don't plan to draw them. All my cards are 3 CMC or less. Oh shit, it actually mattered, man. I mean, it probably were gonna win anyway because they have 3 Primeval Titans in hand. Which, of course, we were pretty lucky there. But that Pendelhaven actually mattered. Which... Pendelhaven is such an interesting card. And, I mean, this was the only change I made to the deck, and it's already won me a game, so... I like it a million... I mean, I guess Kessig Wolf Run... So Kessig Wolf Run, we had 6 lands there, so it gives us +4/+0. I guess Kessig Wolf Run also wins there. We're playing versus Peony. Man, P-O Nick. And I think this hand is fine. Doesn't have a red source, but maybe this can be a red source later on. And anytime you draw skills and oscillate, this looks really good, right? And we even have an Inmoth Nexus backup, so I think this could be. This is a nice little hand right here. And it's so dark. I came back to Denmark yesterday, and it's like 440 right now, and it's damn dark. And opponent's Inquisitioning us, so goodbye skills, I guess. One downside of these lines is that they can be actually discarded. But yeah, I guess they will take the skills, but the others is anyway good versus them. I don't know, don't play Luru, so I'm guessing we're facing just regular Jaunt. I think maybe they even discard the Ozolith, which could be kind of funny. But yeah, the classic Wolf Run would also have mattered, right? Because we had a 4/4 Ballista, we would have given it +4/+4, and then, or +4/+0, and then it's an 8 that attacks, and then you deal 4 damage and you win anyway, right? So it was fine. I mean, it was, maybe we just draw another hand skills. No. Okay, we'll play the Ozolith here. I mean, because we have so many lands, there's no point in playing this as a land. We might as well save it as a creature, or like as a spell. This can win the game when you make a big dude. Yeah. Problem is if they play, maybe I should play Demon Nexus. If they play Wren 6, it's gonna be a bit of an issue because this becomes kind of bad. Yeah. Maybe we don't play this worker actually. Okay, let's count. Oh, Surgical Extraction. I don't know how I feel about this card in this matchup. Nice. Yeah, I mean, this card in this matchup seems pretty awful. I mean, I'm not gonna take Inquisition. What could I take in this matchup that's relevant? Maybe just wait and use it when it's more relevant. I could exile a land when they go for it, I guess. But yeah, playing the Worker here, I guess I could play the Worker, put the counters in the Inmoth and kill this. If they don't have removal for the Inmoth as well. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, I could exile this and figure it out. Okay, I'll play the Worker. I'll play the Worker. I think we're gonna be so passive. We're gonna just leave around 6 there, getting value, and then we're damn screwed, Basically, if they go for it on the Worker and they don't have other removal, which I see as a rare possibility, basically I have 3 lands and a blank in hand. And that's, I think, the problem with these decks that play 24 lands. You draw a lot of them. Basically, I play 22 lands on my normal skills and 4 Ancient Strings. Just imagine one of these cards on Ancient Strings. We'll be in good shape. And I think I actually like this idea, but this idea is kind of like Llanowar Reborn Plus, I guess. So maybe I could play on mono green 22 lines plus 2 of maybe the fighting card. But the fighting card actually looks so weak, Well, okay, so I mean, they must have a removal, but honestly, I feel that we are so behind right now that if they have a removal for this, it's like, I mean, at least if they let the counter be there, it's not bad. Okay. Sure. I mean, we can kill the Wren 6 next turn. Let's see what they do. Maybe they play a Tarmogoyf, but they have a land in hand. So this can kill the Wren 6 next turn, which is amazing. And if they have a Fatal Push, at least we get the counter here. This is what they return, right? Yes. Wildfoot Hills, they play. I don't think there's a point in exiling this, for example. Maybe I could have done it like the first activation of Wren 6. Maybe that gets them and they don't have more mana. But they can have Liliana now, and she's on Pyro. Okay. I'm behind that. Now I have more options to surgical them. Heal them the next time. Those are what they discard. It's interesting. The Heal Spellbomb and Inquisition of Kozilek. Okay, then I'm not really interested on any of this. If they have done one of these cards, I don't really care. But we kill the Wren, which is nice. And we draw another inland nexus, which is not so nice because, yeah, we only drawing land. So I guess I attack the Wren, play the second Inmoth Nexus. Then if they have something, we can activate the Inmoth Nexus. I think that's the best play. I mean, killing the Wren is important because it gives them... probably they actually don't have that many lands in their hand because they didn't discard a single land. So, and they replayed the land they got back, right? So probably they have one land and two more. So they don't have like that many extra lands, and that means basically that this RNC is quite important for them. Maybe they value the tokens, but I just don't think so. We could exile Ren 6 on their draw step. I think that could be a nice play. Yeah, that could be a nice play to exile that Ren 6. I think it's fine. So they draw. You always want to do this on the draw step because surgical extraction. I don't know if this is correct. It's the first time I cast a surgical extraction in my entire lifetime. So they have the gas basically. Bloodberry Elf, Season Pyromancer, 2 lands, and 1, 2. Let's see what else they have. So Fatal Pushes, Dreadbore, okay. Lands, more Bloodberry Elves, Call Against Command, 2 of them, 2 Kroxa, which may should have saved the surgical extraction for 4 Goyfs, 2 Thoughtseizes only. Okay, so they play 4 Inquisitions, 3 Inquisitions. No, 4 Inquisitions and that, and then lands. Cool. I mean, nothing really special here. Alright, so they have Bloodberry Elf and a land, which is annoying. I mean, they only play 3 rents. Maybe it was a bit of a hasty thing to do there, but I still honestly don't feel that bad because Ravager does a lot. So this is 4 infect next turn, and they're gonna hit us for 7. Yeah, that's kind of... Let's see what they cascade into. That's very important. Thoughtseize is not the end of the world. They also did 11 only. A 9 actually, so they take this thing. But we have a lot of lands, and this was probably not going to be that impactful anyway. So we'll take 7 here, go down. We are on a 3-turn clock, and they are on a 3-turn clock as well, but they're attacking first. So we need to find a defender here. This is obviously not the dream. What else did they have in their hand? Oh, they didn't. This doesn't write it. It doesn't tell you. Oops. They had another Season Pyro. Okay, so I think we need to just risk it for the biscuit here. So this is going to be for... How do we win this game? So this is going to be for... I mean, they're very low in life. Actually, it's almost better to attack for them. It's better than that for them to attack for infect. So it's 4. So we need a way. It's like if we draw a Ravager next turn, we win. Because then we can put 2 counters here, right? So, yeah. So doesn't matter if we attack with 1 or 2. So it's going to be 3, 4. Next turn we play a Ravager. Sack here. It's a 2-2. Put 4 counters. It likely matters if we attack. It's exactly lethal if we attack for both next turn. So sometimes you gotta play to your odds, guys. Sometimes you gotta play to your odds. So we attack. If we draw a Ravager, as I said, we win. And if we don't draw a Ravager, I see that it's slim chances of us winning. So yeah. Well, anyway, dead to next turn. So the surgical didn't kill us specifically. It's hard to see me, I guess. I need to maybe put a bit more light. So that's another Bloodberry Elf. Okay. Well, that's 6, 8, 10. So we went down to 1. And this could have been worse, I guess. So basically, Ravager bust. Come on, deck, you can do it. Oh no, they have Bolt? Oh no, okay. No, they couldn't, right? Because they have Season Pyromancer back. Okay, Ravager can do it. The rest can't. Oh! Dream. So I'll play. So basically, I cannot play Ravager and activate both Behemoth Nexuses. Alright, so let's play this. So we play this, We activate this Behemoth Nexus with this. Actually, it was better if I sacked the other one. But I think this is fine too. This is fine too. So if I stack the other one, I actually got more counters in total, which is kind of a weird thing, right? Because normally you wouldn't stack. I actually played like Yu-Gi-Oh! Right there. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you put your outs. I knew at this point, last turn, the only thing I could do was to draw Ravager. I could have played defense and not attack with the Behemoth Nexus and kill one of those Serum Pyros. But what does that accomplish? Gives me, like, actually, it buys me a 0 extra turn. So opponent did not play around the Ravager. We were dead anyway to them attacking with this 7 and attacking again the next turn. So they tried to gamble and get a lightning bolt with this. And because they didn't get it, they didn't get to draw 2 extra cards with some Pyromancer to find a final push to win, right? So they actually went for a riskier play than they should have, because our only out right there was Ravager. So they got punished. And we were lucky, of course, but that's just modern. Veil of Summer is really good, and Relic of Presence is really good. Bolt is this, but I don't know. I don't know about Surgical. I think it's not worth it. I think going down a card versus them. Yeah, we played 2 hour out, and then they didn't respect that, right? That's the thing. Like, if they had respected it, I know it's hard to see me, but you had to bear with me. It's like pitch black here. So if they had respected it, they could have played Season Pyromancer, draw into a final push, draw into a Bolt, and they win the game. So they actually just tried to win the game too fast with the Bloodberry Elf, and not thinking that they could actually be dead the turn after. So this is just the nature of the game sometimes, that you cannot make this kind of I mean, the people that don't make this kind of, they play around everything that the opponent has and knows the deck of our opponent, is the people that are successful in Modern. And I want to be successful, so I try this. Scrapyard is okay, but it's a bit slow. Turn of Geth, I think I don't want 2 Thrones of Geth in this matchup. Maybe 1 is fine because we play 3 Llanowar Reborns, but 2 Throne of Geths, if you draw both, it's just probably game over. So yeah. So basically, I mean, we played that game with the cards we were dealt to. I don't think you could have played this better, because we dealt with a Wren 6. And maybe we could attack them directly and not bother about the Wren 6. But maybe if they had another kind of hand, that would have been really terrible, right? So what about this hand? I mean, this hand is just honestly not good enough. Like, they're only getting 3 workers. It just, like, if they have Wren 6, this hand just fails, right? So I'm gonna mulligan this one. I don't love mulliganing to versus them, but this hand is much better. Like, I'm gonna put back a Scales, in fact, because I like Animation Module. I like both routes. Actually, maybe put Ballista. Nah, I think putting Scales back is better. We want to keep the threats, not only the enablers, and we already have Animation Module, so put this back and pass. Yeah, maybe they didn't even know that they could die, and that's okay. I mean, but you gotta, like, when I play against the deck, I try to figure out this specific thing. Here is actually better to play Animation Model many times, but they didn't touch as a strong one. And I don't think they keep a hand that doesn't have black on it. And all the black sources are untap. So if they play this, is either because they want to play a 2-drop, or because they wanna, because this was the only card in their only mana they have. It could be that it thoughts is just next turn, actually. I don't know if this what I'm saying is true. That if you play this tap turn 1, you don't have a thoughts for turn 2. But I think, yeah. Both these and hand skills are actually really great because we have a Hangabug Walker. I'm gonna go ahead and play the skills here. Basically because I have a Hangabug Walker, so even if they touches away the animation module, we still have a Hangabug, right? That's my reasoning. I don't know if it's the correct reasoning, but yeah, need to take this stuff out. So yeah, no, nothing was played there, and I'm not gonna play into the removal. So I'm gonna play the Imod Nexus here. I'm sorry, the animation model here, and an Imod Nexus as well. Yeah, that's true. And I'm gonna leave it up like this. So yeah, I am showcasing Bale. I don't have Bale, but this could show like, oh, this guy may is holding up Bale, right? And I'm not gonna pass priority, so they don't think I don't have it. Yeah, I mean, this is a bit annoying that it's the camera doesn't like. It's just because it's too bright, I guess, and the camera just gets confused. I don't know how I should do this. Maybe I should buy a lamp that put it like behind this that illuminates me and nothing else. So we have an image model. They had to read it, so maybe not so comfortable with the matchup. So yeah, not to one drop, not two drops. That tells me they have probably the end of the veil in hand. Like what could you possibly like? You didn't discard my hand. You didn't play a Thermal Wave turn 2. They for sure were holding up interaction, right? Oh, they have interaction in fact. Maybe they have a decay for scales or animation module. The fuck? Double red. Oh, this is why are they playing this in this economy? All right. Sure, man. I mean, if they play Liliana, I'm gonna discard most likely the second England Nexus, play Ballista and shoot the Liliana, and then force them to upgrade it to Ancient Grudge. So that's a Liliana. Or a Lightning Skelemental. Fulminator Mage. That seems so bad. There's no reason why you would play this. I mean, it also dies to Veil. Like, if I top deck a Veil and they do this on the draw step or something, I guess I did it on my turn, right? They just, okay, no. I'm gonna, since, I mean, I honestly, I don't know, man. What can I say to this when I see such power being deployed by opponents? Yeah, he's playing an old deck. Fulminator Mage. I don't understand. I mean, Plague Engineer is better. So many things are better. So now, yeah, they can kill a land, but I have another one, and that's why I'm not showing them the emote, because then maybe just hesitate. We saved Alista for last because it does the most damage, and it's like the worthless removal. Both these cards, if they have Fatal Push and Ancient Grudge, we lose a lot of counters, but if not, we're fine. Maybe they're just going like, maybe there's kind of, they're believers of the cycle of life, you know, guys. Like, they hope that if they take a junk deck from 2 years ago and they play it now, people will not be prepared and lose. I was very surprised about that Ancient Grudge. I don't know why would you play it. There's no deck in mod. Maybe Upsol spells is good. You can kill the... I don't know, man. But you have Thoughtseize already. I don't think the Upsol spell matchup is all that bad for them. They're even playing the Heal Spellbound main deck. Yeah. So opponent has a land, 3 cards in hand. I mean, they could have Liliana, we sack here, and then they Fatal Push this with this thing on the stack, but then we kill the Liliana, and they're at 2 cards, so it's not the end of the world. Funny also that you play Fulminator Mage and you don't use it right away, right? So this is losing value the longer it is in the battlefield because I have more time to draw lands. Imagine I was stuck on 2 lands, for example, and then they kill it, then I cannot play a 2-drop. Right, so they just straight up ball this. Cool. I mean, sure. Great, now I have flyers. GRUUL scales is real. I actually should put the list on Stream Dagger, but it's the same list of It's the same list from the Modern League. I only changed one card. What? This is so bad! Opponent. Okay, opponent is new to... I'm just gonna link this for you. The only thing I changed is I changed the Keswick Wolf run, which is awful. For the... Yeah, this is not... Sorry, I didn't have the... oh, what the hell? I need to log into my own... So this is the... Oh my god, I just got a code. Alright, I cannot chat on my own chat. No, it's okay. I will upload it. You can look it up in the next... I'll post it on the Discord. You can go look at it there. What? Okay, my opponent thinks that they really did something that hurt me. Why would you do this, man? Like, this is the complete wrong order of the spells. But I guess I can show you the list as well. So basically, the only two spells the red that we're playing is Lightning Bolt, main deck. GRUUUL's Fury, that you sacrifice a creature and it deals damage equal to the creature's power to any target, which is actually fairly strong. And it's also land. And 3 Alpine Moons on the sideboard, which in my opinion, they should be exactly Mouse of the Moon, not even Blood Moon. So yeah, I mean, opponent is not familiar with scales, so you can tell that. They have one card left in hand. It is a Flink that costs 3 mana, and but it's a land also. So you can play 22 lands. Normally this kind of version of Hardened Skills plays 24 lands. But this one you can get away with 22 lands and no steerings because you have these 2 extra lands. And then we're playing also Surgical main deck, which is good versus the Upsal spells deck. And game 1 is one of the few things that can get them because they don't have pack of engagement on the main deck. Now they do this, okay. I mean, I understand, okay, in the end they actually dealt with import, but they could have done it in using 2. They could have used 2 removal spells, not 1, I think. I mean, not 3. Hey. Who am I to... Yeah, it's good. It's good with Hangavag. It's good at sack. It's an instant speed sack outlet, right? Okay, we take this. I mean, we don't really care. A lot of cards could be good. This is not one of them, particularly. I'm gonna attack. I mean, they have 1 card left in hand, so it better be good, right? I mean, it's not a Bloodberry Elf because they showed us they are very keen on playing the Bloodberry Elves. So we don't play a lot of red spells. And the thing is, so who was playing? I'm gonna save this in my Nexus again so they don't feel the need to. This should have done this way earlier, man. Now I get to play a 3-3 Ballista. So what was I gonna say? So what the Panda Anaconda has been saying is that this deck solves some of the issues that the multicolored versions of this deck have. Is that, you know, it sucks to lose to Blood Moon when most of your cards are colorless, but we actually really need green or really need black or something like that sometimes. When we're playing Lurus and they play Blood Moon, we cannot play Lurus anymore in most decks. Do they shock? No. So they don't have removal. So this version, what it does is it takes advantage of that. It's like, okay, Blood Moon me, bro. I don't care. I already have red. And mostly likely people will not bring in Blood Moon versus this. Yeah, that's the thing. You cannot play that's the thing. This is basically mono green scales with a better removal than this member because you have Lightning Bolt. This card is completely awful. I wouldn't play this. And this kind of utility land if you want it. And that's it. So it's basically just mono green scales. The only change I made to the deck list is instead of Keswick Wolf Run, which I think is complete garbage, I play Pendlehaven, which has already won me a game, which Keswick Wolf Run would have done as well. But Crux, sure, man. That's the pity is that by not playing it now, they actually discard it. Maybe that was a mistake not to play it then. Well, it was a mistake not to play it in Sims. That's what I was talking about. I should have thought about what my opponent could have, not only what they had. And that's what the opponent didn't do last game and didn't do this game, right? So, but still, yeah, the only reason to play Surgical in the main deck is to fight Upsal spells, but there's also some, you know, you can think of Surgical as a peak. You know, you just look at your opponent's hand and you figure out if you can go for the kill or not. Also versus like a control deck, you can name oh, that is not a bad draw. that I can be, for example, if I had surgical right now, I know I don't have surgical right now, but what I could do is I could, they have not, like, okay, they didn't play the Croxa. Do you think they have removal here? Highly unlikely. We can play Ravager, sack this. This will be a 4/4 put here. This is lethal, right? And I don't think they have removal. I mean, yeah, they don't have removal. Okay, I will gamble and think they don't have removal. Maybe, oh yeah, they definitely don't have removal. They are F6. So, F6ing is basically like in real life when you see people like, when they see a Ravager, you know they don't have removal. You shouldn't do that, but they do. The reason they play surgical is that you can use it as a peak. You know, you can just check your opponent. You can check your opponent's like life total. You can see. Sorry, you can see the opponent's hand and then figure out if you can go for it or not. I think here it made sense to go for it because last turn they didn't play Croxa. So it was kind of bad to play it now. Yeah, it is like, I mean, the thing is they didn't have it. Like, they didn't have the removal for the Ballista last turn. So why would they wait to use it for this turn, right? So I'll be right back. I'll take a quick pee and some water and yeah, we'll play some more. And then you can do this fancy trick I saw some other streamer do. Now you can see the deck list. Welcome back to the league. We're gonna play league match. Oh shit, you can do this all from here. Nice. Man, this screen is like twice as big as the one I had. So yeah, I think that is the power of surgical, the ability to look at their hand and also compensates one of our absolute worst matches right now, which is of Oops All Spells. Basically, we have no interaction for your main deck. So unless we kill them turn 3 or something like that, which we could. But the thing is, when you're mulliganing, you don't know you're playing against Oops All Spells game 1. Unless you know, right? Because you're playing against somebody that's known for it. Okay, this hand is good. I mean, I must say, playing GRUUUL looks kind of cool. Like, these cards actually look kind of cool. Kind of menacing, you know? It goes well with the scales. Like, I'm gonna go for you. I'll keep. We're on the draw again. Everybody feels that I'm on the draw more than 50% of the time, but that's just not true. It's just that you remember more the times you were on the draw. And when you're on the play, you just assume it's just life, you know, that's what it is. Similar to theory than before. This could be ninjas, this could be inverter. I still like skills better than animation module. I mean, they keep up mana. Probably play animation module, play this top. Or play animation module, play this. Oh, we're playing zombies. Yeah, zombies have been really popular lately, which is fairly funny. But, you know, like, that's just what it is. It's not a bad deck, most likely. Probably gonna save this GRUUUL's Fury, right? So I can play. I can either play Hangavac, probably play Hangavac, right? And play Animation Model next turn. Just 1 second. Okay, opponent's thinking, so I'll send a quick message. Alright, this is back. This is my girlfriend left them. Oh, this is my turn again. Oh yeah, it's not my turn again, it's literally my turn. Having drawn this, I really like the idea of playing both Animation Model and Oscillate here and just setting up strong for game turn 3 with like both Servo and Hangavac and the Oscillate. I don't do this much. I actually think this is a mistake a lot of the times, but since they're actually having a quite slow start as well, and this card draws them a lot of cards, but nothing else, and they didn't have a 1-drop. Maybe they do now. Then I'm kind of happy. Okay, they do have a Carrion Feeder now. You're strong. We take 2. That's not a problem. The Carrion Feeder doesn't trample. We're drawing a lot of lines. I'm kind of happy the way we played this. I think this is better than just going blindly casting Animation Model last turn, Hangavac last turn. Because now we have a Servo, we have a Nozzle, and we have this next turn, which is kind of nice. We can actually put a counter on Hangavac and shoot down this Carrion Feeder. Wow, this actually looks quite strong. I mean, this Carrion Feeder needs to be a 4-4 or 5-5 for it to not die to these things. I think I'm gonna block. Do I block here? I guess so, right? I mean, that's what the servos are for in the end. I'll just block one servo, who cares? I will not block the other one. Maybe they would eat it anyway and draw 2 cards, but I don't want to risk losing the Hangavac. But this here is gonna look pretty good if they don't have another zombie. And even if they do, right? None of this comes back from the dead. So if they play like a Graph Messenger or something, if they play a Graph Messenger, it's not so good. Ether Vial. Okay, they just drew this, right? They could have played it much earlier. Alright. Fatal Push this sucks. But we got the Oswald still, so not the biggest deal. Nope, we can make servos. Isn't that the best feeling when you... Actually, they're dead if we draw Ravager. Which is a... Okay, do they have a second Fatal Push, guys? I must say, I've been quite professional at drawing Ravager. They are dead to Ravager. But do we need to go for it? That is the thing. You know what I mean? Like, do we really need to go for it? I am a professional player. I don't know what you guys are asking. Like, I think we don't need to go for it this turn. We can wait for them to... I mean, this is a kind of... Yeah, they can draw a lot of cards with this. I mean, the thing is they can draw... Yeah, I'm a fucking professional. That's pretty hilarious, actually. So we can actually play the Ravager, get the counters on the Ravager, make 2 servos, and attack with the Topters. And then next turn, we can win. Okay, you want to go all in? It's not good. I don't think it's that good. I think this is kind of a reckless play. And there's no reason to do this. But at the same time... yes. Okay, they are actually F6, so... I can just sack here. They actually can eat some dudes to make this Alright, they were F6. They could actually have eaten a couple of these to dig for a Fatal Push, but I guess we had two top tiers. It was not even that lean. Oh yeah. Okay, I actually don't know how to cyber. I've never played this in this matchup. So what do they play? They play Carrion Feeder. I think Graveyard Hate is good versus them. Relic is good, and I don't know about Bale. I need to look for. Okay, let me look for a list. It's not that I need to look for a list to play. I mean, if I was playing on live, I would just play. But I need to. I want to learn what they're playing, not just win. You know. So this is probably the deck, right? Blue black. Some bullshit with. No zombies, man. Okay, I mean this is a white black version, but I guess the same. They play Lord of the Undead, maybe. So actually, damage-based removal seems kind of awful versus them because they play Gravecrawler and they play 3 fatal pushes only and Thought Seizes on the sideboard, which are not that great. But actually, they play Plague Engineer, so I think this is actually decent. I don't know what Surgical. Probably Veil of Summer is not good. Probably Silver Seer is not that good. You got a Scrabby Echo Miner, most likely. And I don't know about this. Do you guys keep the Surgical here? Yeah, he has the Lord, and they have the Lord, which is good to keep the Bolt, and they have another one that's good bolting. They have Plague Engineer on the sideboard. I don't know about this. I don't know if this actually. I mean, I actually think this is not that good in this matchup. They have some graveyard stuff, which is strong, but I think losing 2 life and losing a card for that is not worth. I think just Bale, it's only like a few. Like they have the one-off fatal push they had. Even though they should have played around it, they should have eaten the 2 hours of whatever. The guys that draw cards and lose life, right? They should have eaten it. His sign is also good. Not gonna lie. We want hands that are like resilient to removal. They also kill them fast because they put their life total quite low. But yeah, I guess Surgical Song with the combo. Well, I actually don't even know the combo, so you maybe need to enlighten me there. I actually cannot find the blue black. Okay, let me see. Blue black zombies. I'm gonna keep this hand. Opponent is mulliganing. I don't know how. Whoa, this list from 2018. Why would they not show me like the most recent lists? Okay, we will wing it, guys. If you guys know something more, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. It's funny I cannot chat on my own chat. But yeah. Basically, this deck is just mono green scales that has the added value of sometimes bolting something, which is, I guess, it's not a bad value to have. I've been hating this member, as I said many times. This member doesn't deal with Scourge of the Skyclave. Okay, they have Ether Vial here. I guess it's a better start for them than last game. But we have Throne of Geth for it, so... Tough flag, I guess, opponent. Pass turn. That was good. That Ravager, man. It's the 3rd Ravager in a row that wins me the game, which is pretty hilarious. So next turn we can Oscillate Worker, and the turn after. I really like to get this card down soon. How do we do this? We can play Throne. We're choked on our mana. Let's hear where Smoke's Opal was really good. Blue? No, double black, right? No, black, blue. Blue. Double black. They will have the guy that draws cards, right? Undead of Augur. Undead Augur. Okay, I guess we can play this turn 4, like Throne of Geth and Worker, so... I'll play it as a red thing, and I'll play the Ozolith, and I'll play the Worker. Gravecrawler plus Carrion Feeder plus Undead of Augur. Yeah, the Undead of Augur is the one that allows them to... Undead of Augur is the one that allows them to basically go crazy on you, right? Like, no, this is... What does it do? You do no. It's not this card. Isn't it this one that when it enters the battlefield, they win, they gain a life or something, or they deal me 1 damage or something. So they have this that the Tree Breaker is a beating. They have a Bile active. Okay. Um. So I could play Worker and Throne of Geth and then play a Lethal Ballista next turn almost. Unless we die here. Do we think we die here? So what does this do? Tap 3 and tap zombies you control, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Okay. I don't love this. But honestly, next turn we can be a crazy turn. We can actually win on the spot next turn. Yeah. Probably it's a good idea to do that. So I'll play Throne of Geth. If they put this at 3, I can proliferate it when I activate it. Yeah. And then next turn I go on Throne of Geth and play Wogen Ballista, sacrifice, and just clean up. It's because if I try to clean up now, first I can't. And second, yeah, basically I can't. So we play Throne of Geth. Maybe I should play Throne of Geth first. I don't know. But I having the 2 workers. Did they have a push for it? Oh no! Don't tell me you have Ceremonious Rejection in your deck, man. Really? Ceremonious Rejection in this meta? Wow. Respect for. Why would you play Ceremonious Rejection? You know what I mean, guys? Like, what is the point of playing Ceremonious Rejection? So they draw a card. Yeah, we actually don't even need Ravager. I feel we can win without Ravager. But yeah, this is GRUUUL. I guess I'm more happy that they do this here than they did. Again, not playing anything. Okay, attacking. I think I'm gonna block this guy. Because they can just recast, right? So, and I'm gonna only 1 block it, so I will do it like this. I was gonna double block, but I need the Fatal Push 1. So they need to have removal for both. And it's still not the end of the world because then we play a massive Ballista. Yeah, he can counter Ravager or he cannot counter the Ballista, which we will be actually playing. They lose a life and gain a life, so it's not. So they lose a life and. So this is a 5/5 now, though. Puts a lot of pressure on them. So this wasn't blocked. This does block, but it's a 1/1. I don't think they want to block. Play Counter Souls. Probably just do it. They're on Feeder. Sure. So let's see what this is. Mine would be not bad. They could have another Ceremonious Rejection, in fact, and that would be rather annoying. But I think I'm just gonna go for it. Dude, sometimes you got a lot of Ravagers. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Hide my Ravager. Hopefully they don't have another rejection, right? That would be brutal. Why are they thinking so much? Are they thinking about pushing this before this resolves? I don't think this is like that impactful of a top deck. It's good, but it's not that impactful. Can you see this green stuff? No, right? No, this is only me that can see that. Okay. But yeah, maybe with this top list I can win a Pluto. Who knows? I would love to win a Pluto, man. Thing is, a lot of their dudes actually don't block very well. So we put the counters here. Maybe they bolt. Maybe they bolt. Maybe they push. But if they push, that's not the end of the world. They push here. Too bad we didn't have a way to sack this on the stack with this. They had 2 pushes, right? No, same rejection too. I'm guessing I'm gonna blow this up. I mean, they're gonna eat it with Carrion Feeder. I mean, we're still at 18, right? I think we should attack and try to win next turn. They have one card in hand. So they eat that. Can try to shoot this, so they need to eat another guy, but they just recast this, right? Yeah, so there's no point in doing that. Might as well just let it die. And also this one, yeah, both of them don't make any sense. They probably sacrifice this guy anyway, like 4 times. So yeah, this dies. Might as well save the counter. Am I dead next turn? So what could they have? They have one guy in hand. So I'm gonna attack. I mean, they can play this 3 times and make this a 5/5, right? I'm still at 18, so yeah. And I still have a bolt represented here. Oh, they have Ether Vial. Damn it. What is this? Oh, it is the... Okay, so they can block. So they put both counters here, and then they sacrifice it on the stack. But then... So I lose 1 life, so they will lose... Am I dead here? So they can cast this 3 times, lose 3 life, go to 15, this is a 5/5, and this is a 10/10, and then they attack me, go to 5. Yeah. Cool. So they can cast this... I mean, they need a good top deck, I think, to beat us here. I don't know, actually, they don't think they block. Maybe they don't attack with it, though. That would be a thing. So they put both counters on the Gravecrawler, of course. Maybe it would have made sense then to shoot it down, but I guess they violate dispense. I think we're fine. We're not that bad. Like, if they attack with this, next turn Worker is lethal with Ravager, so... Because Ravager can... I actually don't know if it's lethal. They go to 9 if they don't block. And if they block, we don't die, so... They block. Do they sack? Or not? Yeah, I mean, it's bad, but... They can cast Gate for 3 times. That's what they have. And then we play a Ravager that's going to be a 10/10, so like an 11/11, so... Interesting. Interesting game. Okay, they're casting. No, they're recasting their Wave Brother, sure. Surgical looks pretty good here. He's leaving 1 mana open. That tells me they maybe have interaction. Which, you know, again, a bit sucky, but... Okay, Relic is good. Relic is really good, but maybe we die, so... I think we wanna play Ravager. Move counters. Yes. And... Relic is not bad, but I cannot use it really. I can play the Relic, but I cannot exile the graveyard. So... That's how I use my mana, right? So... And I don't think sacking these and in response playing an evil Ozolith, it's bad because then they can fat out push when I cast a second Ozolith and life becomes pretty hard. So let's exile it now. They're like whatever they want to exile. It doesn't matter, but you always should do it first. Less options, you know? Less options. So we have 11/11, which is lethal next turn with the second Ozolith. So let's see what they draw. They have a Fatal Push. Wow, they drew all of them. Cool. So, I mean, Ballista is lethal next turn, but they can recast this 3 times. So this would be... So this could be 7/7. We go to 13. They can cast this... Actually, it's almost the same for them. Depends on what they draw. Well, we have 2 draws thanks to Relic, right? So that's kind of nice. Yeah, it's May coming, who knows? But yeah, definitely opponent has had a lot of removal this game. Village Rights, draw 2 cards, sure. They can recast it now, and then maybe have a 3-drop there. Of course, we can hold this up to draw, but unless they have drawn the third final push, it's not that good. So I'm gonna tell them to exile first. See what they do. Maybe Surgical is actually good. Just exiling Gravecrawler, maybe it's just decent. I mean, basically I'm dead next turn if I don't do anything here, so just gotta do it. Yeah, Azimuth Nexus blocks and gets the counters, so and then I can block. Yeah, it's good. I mean, they have another final push, so be it, you know. But I can put the counters from the Ozolith on the Azimuth Nexus, and then block next turn when they attack. Yeah. Again, if they have a final push, it's a third final push. This is just it, you know. But then again, maybe this is lethal. Who knows? We take 2. We go to 5. They attack with 5. I think we're dead, but let's see what they do. I guess I can eat this again. We take 2 more. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a route, so that's what it is. Strong deck, the Zombies deck, apparently. Pretty tempted to bring in Veil of Summer now that I've seen so many follow pushes, but maybe I'm just being a bit... I think Lightning Bolt is very good. I think Relic is very good. I think Surgical, actually, could be pretty good. And I think Scrapyard is probably not at its best here. Animation Metal is decent. It's actually very good, I think. Thermogat is good versus the Ether Vial. Torpor Orb doesn't really do anything. I mean, it does some things, but... Yeah, Torpor Orb is a bit too bad. I guess this card becomes kind of bad once I get going. So I can cut 1 on the play. I mean, it's good, but maybe you just want a Surgical Gravecrawler before they start doing what they did this game. Oof. This hand just doesn't do it, I think. Yeah, we have Relic, which is good, but... I don't know. Relic is good, Ozolith is good, Worker is good, but... Yeah. Orb is there also for Titan. And even versus the Umpsal Spells deck, I think. Because it prevents the Vengevines. This hand is very close. Double Ozolith though, not the dream. Yeah, this just misses some power, honestly. This hand is better. I mean, we could put a Worker back, or we put a Hand of Skills back. What do I prefer? Honestly, I think I'll put the Worker back and just play turn 1 skills, turn 2 skills, and Ozolith. Yeah, I think the Worker... I think double skills is just so busted with the Ozolith, so... Now it's important not to play this as a mountain, or as a red source. Opponent did not mulligan. They mulligan both games before, so... I don't feel the Ether Vial does that much for them. I mean, they could cast. I mean, I guess you just play Ether Vial in general when you're playing creature decks, right? But I don't know. Feels like they want mana more than. That's Gravecrawler turn 1. Sure. No, Ozolith is of course not the dream, but I guess we get to resolve both the Ozolith and the second skills. The only problem here would be if they have a rejection or something. 2 skills and hang about an Ozolith is really strong. I don't think I will. Okay, they don't have some more rejection. Undead of Ogre, you got it. We get hit for 3, but they just bolted themselves, right? So it's kind of even, I guess. This we don't really do much with our mana here. I guess I can leave the. We can pretend we have Veil of Summer. Yeah, I was a bit like, okay. I mean, of course I block here. I have a 3/3. And then from next turn we start making 6/6s, which is really strong. Maybe they have Fatal Push, or Dismember, or Violet's Rights, sure. You draw 2 cards, but card is not a problem. I think the tempo is a bit the problem here for them. Because they have, like, yeah, they drew 3 cards here, they lost 1 life. So I think any Sag Outlet would be good, except the furry thing. So I'm gonna play Gravecrawler. Seems that they don't have an answer for this, so we can make it a 6/6. It's kind of nice. They could have Fatal Push, so maybe I will not. I will do this when they tap out, or when they attack, I guess. I'm not too afraid of attacking with Ingmar next. Oh, Ballista. Actually, Ballista is a really good draw. I think I still want to put counters here, so I will play Ballista. Probably kill this Undead of Agor. This is a 3/3 Ballista, by the way. Probably just gonna kill this guy just before it becomes more of a problem. It just draws on too many cards, and at some point I guess we can just lose. So we kill it. I draw a card, gain a life, sure. And I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna tag with this Hangaback. I'm gonna probably block. Yeah, that was a very good draw. But I mean, our deck has a lot of good draws. Our deck is very good, basically. So if they Fatal Push, I'm gonna ping this Gravecrawler most likely. No, they don't. Yeah, but if this Hangaback becomes a 6/6, it's really hard for them to do a lot. And if we find a Sack Outlet next turn, they're dead, almost. Because we can put 6 counters on the Ballista and make 6 doctors. I'm not sure if I've never played versus this deck, and I don't know if this is actually worth it doing it, but it seems like they just draw so many cards, right, that they get out of control. And though they already have 8 cards in hand. So they're shocking again, like bolting again. That's a lot of damage. Nothing? Come on. What could they have for 4 mana? What the hell? What is this? Why are they doing this? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I mean, maybe have a push. Okay. I mean, this is fine. We made 3 top tiers. Like, what could they have? Like, why would they shock here? That's what I don't understand. This is an instant too. I don't know. Gonna play this Ravager, and this is the threat lethal here. I didn't even make a comment here. So basically here what happens is whenever they use their mana, they're dead. Yeah, they just, why would they do this? I just don't understand. They could also have casted that. All right, I'll take a 2-minute break and I'll be right back with 3-0, which is kind of nice. All right, all right, all right, all right. We're back. Yeah, maybe they misclicked. Who knows? They were good, eh? You know. They felt good. We never casted a red spell. Yeah. Oh, we're playing versus spying a spike. I too am a subscriber to spying spike. This can't doesn't do it. They're probably playing control, and this is just too slow. We have one lane. It's better. Thanks, homie. We keep opponent. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we gotta put a land back, and it has to be the Untitled. We want to play on curve as much as possible. Yeah, has to be the Untitled. And if we draw land, they're gonna play Steel Overseer. I'll go to his stream after this. I'm gonna play the Steel Overseer. Maybe they path it, but this is life. They may do play path, I don't know. And probably just play tap land here. Ooh, yeah. So they play Breeding Pool. Ooh, Breeding Pool? This is new. This is not what they normally play. They have this. What are they playing here? This means that at least we gotta put a counter or something. Okay, they don't counter. I mean, they could be playing Ghost Spiral, and we get punished by not playing this Hangabout Walker. I'm pretty sure if they have mana, they could have countered this. It's kind of hard for them to deal with it. So I'm gonna play the Hangabout. Yeah, here's alt as expected. But I don't think we need to activate the Steel Overseer now. Probably they're gonna play Ghost Spiral line of turn. So yeah, Icewind Coil. They draw cards, so they're playing maybe the Blink deck. which is quite strong. They can blink our creatures and it sucks, but that's what it is. Yeah, they're playing the Soul Herder deck. Going of a Lista would be game winning actually. I have nothing to do, so you go. I'm in the attack. I don't think attacking with him on Nexus makes a lot of sense, right? But maybe attacking with the Hangover does. It is a Spine Spike, yeah. Good player, I know you know. So they could have a path here. They could have a lot of other things. I don't think I need to attack necessarily. Drawing so many lines is not that great, but I just don't need to attack, so it would be nice to have done a sack outlet. Yeah. Because red type they just trade, right? And that's not that good. And they may play the Beauty of Detention. So again, not so good. So we just pass. We wait for them to use their mana. If they violin, like they play an Ice Fang Coddle, that's fine. Actually, they actually had a Death Touch because they could have played that. They shock, no control. Are they playing like Snow Control here? It looks like it, right? Cool. So we'll start by activating the Hangover here. We will activate. Maybe it is a bit greedy, but we gotta do what we gotta do here. Okay, all the counters went through. We have an 8/8 Hangover now. Second Obsolete is not the dream. I think I could see myself starting to attack with this Hangover Walker. Yeah, I think we need to start attacking with this Hangover Walker. I don't know when you said that. I don't know if this is now. But I think attacking is okay. They trade, but we make 8, like we make 10 top tiers. It also represents that we have something else. Next turn, actually, we could animate. We care here. Nah, I think 8 is enough. They go to 9. And then next turn we can kill it anyway. So this doesn't make sense to pump here. Okay, and we play this as a mountain, I guess. And that's a turn. I think this attack was good because if they path, which is whatever. Cryptic Command, bounce. Too bad we don't have a sack outlet. If we had a sack outlet, they would. If we had the Kazayu thing, we would actually kill them here. Since we have no more to do with our mana, I'm gonna activate this, and get 10 counters on the Ozolith. So let's see what they do with their mana here. So we're playing against no control, and it's a bit weird, the stuff we had. But apparently they don't have lands. So I think with draw a Lista, we are in pretty good shape. They can discard a card. That's a good. That's the scales. Sure. We don't play around Mana League now. We cast this Hangover Walker, which is actually bad. We should have played around Mana League. We should have totally played around Mana League here. Because if we cast it, they counter it, it's kind of awful. And we don't have much more to do with our mana anyway. This is kind of a roadblock for us. Should I cast it or not? That's the thing. Actually, it's maybe a mistake to have played this. This is probably a greedy mistake, in fact. We need one sack outlet, I think, and we are good. Hangawag Walker, we play it. If they have Mana Leak, it's gonna feel real bad. And we could play around it, so yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna cast it. Did they have Mana Leak? Yeah, Mana Leak. That was not a tight play to play these 100 skills here. Yeah, actually he can play Armage's Charm, you're right. Which maybe he could have played and stolen the Hangavac, so we really need to draw a sack outlet at some point. Phyrexian Core would have been nice. This card could be Ballista, and then if they cryptic this, they die to the Ballista. So maybe they actually need to read this resolve if they only have one counter in hand. Which is very nice. Yeah. Of course, I mean, here things can go really down south pretty quickly if he plays at the Fairy Time Raveler or bounces this. But still, I mean, we have a ton of counters. I think that's what they're thinking. If we, I would like to see this game from their point of view, because I think they only have one counter right now, and they think if we counter this, which they do, then we're dead to Ballista, which we don't have. So we will do is activate this and put counters and move the counters over here and pass. We have a 22 Steel Overseer, which in a way that actually makes me think that saving this was the correct play. They could play the Fairy Time Raveler here, or the Fairy Skyclave Apparition. That's strong. They can exile these, but we get 22 counters, so yeah. They exile the Ozolith. We have another one, so not the end of the world. I don't think they can attack with anything, nope. So we can play this. We can play this. Maybe they actually have a counter. Yeah, Remen. I'm kind of happy they played Remen here. So we can shoot, force them to block. Or we can pump, shoot. Definitely we're shooting this down, now we can. We attack, they need to block here, we get a 1-1 back. Could be irrelevant. They could play Supreme Verdict also, but then the counters will they will die. If they play Supreme Verdict, they're dead. Yeah, I think forcing to block is kind of the best play, right? Forcing a play is always the best play. So we shoot here, and then we attack with this Steel Overseer. So they're forced to block. And if they Supreme Verdict, they need to have Supreme Verdict and Path to Exile. And we still hold on to the million counters on the Ozolith. So you have and I think Spike is not a big fan of Verdict, but I think that's kind of information you normally don't know when you're playing. Because, like they... So, in the end, the second Ozolith was really good to have it in hand. They're at 8 only too, so... They were dead? No, right? No, we were... So actually they were dead to the first Ballista, but not to the second one. The first ballista, we had been for 4, they were dead. So Mystic Sanctuary, I guess they can try to lock us down with Cryptic. That's the Fairy Time Raveler. They bounce here. Sure, 22 counters go on the Ozolith. May they have a second Fairy Time Raveler? Okay, they didn't know this. Oh, they were looking for a path, I guess, yeah. So I like Bales in this matchup. I don't know about Bolt. I definitely like Relics. Surgical could be pretty good. Surgical is good, in fact. And it's a surprise. Yeah, Fortune to Block was great there. Actually, we could have not. We don't even need to force to block there. I think we tap. Yeah, actually, yes, because then we kill that dude, yes. I don't know about Lightning Bolts. Maybe we need a certain amount of Lightning Bolts because we're facing the... This is not the card I'm not sure about. This is not useful. It's only good versus Mystic Sanctuary. None of this is actually very useful. Actually, I mean, this could be decent. They're playing Skyclave Apparition and Ice-Fan Coddle. So maybe one off here would be nice. But we need to think what we cut first. Silver Seal was amazing in this game, but on the draw, seems a bit slow. Like getting it bounced by the Fairy Time Raveler. It's pretty brutal. So this is all good. This is good. Maybe Psychologists are kind of nice, but okay. So I think bolts. Bolts. Okay, maybe I can leave one bolt in. Cavern is good. All the lands are good. I don't want to cut any lands. Maybe we could cut one land, like a Grove of the Burning Willows or something. You mean to add the bolt or to cut the bolt? Also, I'm not sure about Surgical Extraction. I mean, we could... Actually, Surgical Extraction is very good because of the information. Torpor, this guy is Sky's play, but he also play Uro, so I'm not gonna put the Torpor in there. Cut one Throne of Geth. I have one card more to cut, and they actually don't have that many ways to deal with an Ozolith, so I'm gonna cut the Ozolith. They do have the Skyclave Apparition, but I think I like more the other cards that I have. Nah, I think I'm gonna bring in the 4th Ozolith. I cut one of these guys. I think one bolt. We don't want many. I think one is the surprise factor. Talking about surprise factor, if we kill somebody with that card, I think this hand is really good. We have animation model turn 2, so we can play turn 1, get a card down turn 2, and then we can start like Relicking. Opponent's passing to start. Just gonna start with animation module here. Maybe they force it, but it's a 2-for-1, and we're on the draw, so they go down to 3 cards in hand. And then we have Relic, so we stop their kind of way to come back. So that's decent, I guess. We just play the Llano Wereborn and say forward shields and make a servo here. They are reading it, you know that. Well, they are not. They are not that he's reading it, but I just got so used to seeing. Yeah, I think this is a good play. This was my favorite play versus Bant Snowblade because basically they play Ice-Fan Coddle here, which they even don't have. We don't really care. They have Uro here. But we're gonna... Oh, the Fairy Time Raveler. But that's the thing, they gotta be in a pickle situation, right? If they bounce these, like, yeah, the Fairy leaves, but then they're, like, now tapped out, right? So we'll play this on green, most likely. And I guess I can resolve an Ozolith. They could have Engineered Explosives. But I don't think it matters. I would like to resolve a Relic, but I don't know if it's necessary right now. I don't think it is. I can resolve an Ozolith now that I can. and play a worker and a servo, and then I can try to resolve the hand skills later. Or play hand skills and play a worker, and then we would have then they would have to deal with this, but then it starts growing. Yeah, I play scales and worker and forego the servo, let's say. This puts a lot of pressure. Thank you. Wow, that's a bit loud. I need to maybe cut it down a bit. I think I need to put this down in volume. There you go. So we go plus. So this worker already threatens this, and they don't have 3 basics. So they could have double Iceman Call, but they didn't play turn 2, right? So what are the chances of them having 2 Iceman Calls right now? Yeah, so we go. That's a really good draw. I'm gonna start by attacking them, and then I will play a Relic of Progenitus and a worker, most likely. So yeah, they could have an Iceman Coddle, but they would not have Lightning unless they have exactly 2 Iceman Coddles. Sure. So we'll play these as a, I guess, red source. It doesn't really matter. And I'll play a Relic. I mean, this could be, okay, then we will exile the graveyard, whatever. And then I'm gonna play a worker and make a servo. Nah. I'm gonna tap this one, make a servo. I mean, if they deal with one of these, and they don't really want to use a counter spell on a worker, right? And then if we draw another land, we can start going off with Llanowar Reborn. That's not a cryptic command mana. Sure. What are they gonna do? Sure. They have force, they have force. They don't have force. Okay. We don't have mana for Relic, or we have mana in case they pass something. They can have now. Okay. So we exile the graveyard first thing. I'm gonna attack. I don't care if they have blocks and stuff. You can start making servos with the animation module. We only can make 1 servo though, but still is pretty good. And I don't think we need to run into this counter magic, so we just pass the turn. We don't have ways to make a relic. We can even, depending on what they play next turn, we can even exile the relic. They bounce the Ozolith. That's fine. No way to sack it though, sadly. But you need to try to put it on top. We will of course sack this. Skyclave Apparition. That's a good draw. So they try to go for the animation module. We don't have another way to use our mana this turn. So we'll say, okay, no. I think I'm gonna put counters on the Llanowar Reborn or on the worker. I think I'm gonna put counters on the worker. Nah, never mind. I'm gonna put counters on the Llanowar Reborn. They could have a fetch land and make the... We exile that, but we have a lot of dudes, and we have an Ozolith. No fetch land, right? They didn't play a land this turn. Nope. Sure. Okay, this is very good. We can even attack, and if they tap out, we kill them, right? No need to even play the Ozolith. Yeah. Maybe that's a bit greedy. We're not in a bad position. Position is fine. We can play an Ozolith and cast a Ballista. Or... So they must have something in hand. I think they probably take the damage if we attack. So I'm gonna cast the Ozolith here. Okay, they ephemerate. Cool. They kill the servo. Sure. No. I have one card left in hand. So if I play Ballista, I graft onto it as a 4/4, sack the worker, put 3 counters at 7/7. Yeah, I think this could be lethal. Let me think. So if I play Ballista, it's a 4/4. It's a 4/4, right? I shoot here 2 times. It's a 5/5. I shoot here 2 times. It's a 6/6, and I will put 11 counters on it. Not quite lethal. Very close to lethal though. Maybe you play the Ravager, and then they're forced to block. So the Ravager and graft onto it, they're forced to block with both. And they could have Ceremonious Rejection though. That would be a beating, but I don't think they have it, right? Huh, they could have saved that, so yeah. If I play Ballista, shoot down, it's gonna be a 5/5, shoot down is gonna be a 6/6, 4 counters come here, it's 11/11. But I think playing a Ravager here, now I need to block both. You know they're dead. No, I think this is lethal, right? So we just leave it like this. We sack. So both come here. We even get an apparition trigger. And we have the Ballista next turn. And now we can do this, exile here. And we hold this up in case they have some graveyard stuff. So they're staring down lethal in next turn. So no need to be crazy here. They ephemerate, this bounce, this misses. Still exiled, which is very good for us. Oh, maybe they have a path. We accept the fate of the Ravager. We get a path. We have a forest. Okay. That's very brutal that they have Skyclave Apparition, and I'm wondering why they can play it on its main deck. So we'll take it here. Okay, that's strong. Not much we can do, so yeah, you take it, opponent. I think now, with all these cards they have in the graveyard, it's a good idea to cycle the Relic. Okay, that's a Ravager. That's in Moth, so Ravager, Ballista, sack in Moth, that's a 4/4, move counters to the Ballista, that's a... Yeah, it's not the best. They have only 2 cards left though. Maybe attack with Illusion. We can play Ballista for x equals 3 and Ravager. Sorry, x equals 2 and Ravager is a 3-3. And or we can play Scrapyard Recombiner. Scrapyard Recombiner, Ravager, and hold on Emote Nexus. Yeah. We'll leave a green source open. Yeah. So play this. We don't have Ephemerate this turn list. Ravager. And next turn we can actually win. 3 cards in hand. Uro, not a problem. They cannot escape it. They can 3 life though. And they draw a card, less card. All those things that Uro does. It's a land, but nothing to bring back with it. Let's see what it's at the fair. If it's a Skyclave apparition, it's sort of fine. I mean, the Fairy Time Raveler, it's also fine. I think this is it, depending on what they want. So, let's see. We sack here, yeah. This way they don't draw a card also. You can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna go to his stream. 1 second, guys. Say hello. We beat Spike. I mean, I'm very happy to beat Spike, honestly. Let's see what he has to say.
Right now, maybe we'll digest a bit though and change some things up going forward. But I'm liking where the deck is right now. Ooh, fancy Bone Crusher Giant. Hey, Mr. Suri. Uro has looked kind of bad in this league. Yeah, Uro just kind of maybe is not that great. It's a fine card, but pretty overhyped, I think. Yeah, what was the red splash for? Yeah, I'm not playing Stoneforge Mystic. I think you could play Stoneforge Mystic. Maybe if you are a Yorion deck, that's when you can fit it in. If you wanted to play this deck as a Yorion deck,
we're gonna go.
You might.
I'm gonna play it next.
Kind of want to go Temple Garden Basic Island. It's a bit better than getting basic planes with this.
Okay, anyway, so we beat Spike. I'm pretty happy. I want to see the game from his plane. I want to see the game from his point of view. And it should have bounced the Ravager there. Yeah, 5-0 hype, indeed. 11 viewers, jeez, god damn it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for following, the ones that do. Yeah, we can... Let's go for the trophy, guys. Let's go. I mean, the deck, that's the thing. It's I have not cast a single red spell. And it has been pretty good. Red Bolt, I mean... Yeah. I don't know about the red splash. This could be just straight up mono green. The only thing I see with the red splash is the Bolt versus the... Oh, we play an Bant something. This is a decent player too. We are on the play, and this hand is actually not super bad because we have 3 lands, even though 2 of them are tapped. We can play Ozolith turn 1, play a Tablan turn 2 and a Worker, turn 3 play a Hangavac with Graph trigger on it, depending what they're playing. Yeah, the skill's gonna scales. Like, the red spells are more for the situations where you... So, for example, versus a red deck, versus Burn or versus a Prowess deck, you definitely don't want to be playing dismember, basically, especially versus Scourge of the Skyclave. I think the only reason to play red is for that. Okay, opponent is in the control plane. It's fair, it's fair. Or at least it's playing a... probably shouldn't have played the Tabland first. I should have played the thing first. Probably just playing a Triumph here. So probably we're playing against a Nudo deck. Something tells me that we are maybe playing against a Nudo deck. Casual's free. Oh, it's Sultai. Actually, Sultai is much easier to beat than what's the name? Than Bant, I think. I have nothing to do, so yeah, red spells is just to confuse opponents too. That's a Wren and 6, which is bad for us, not a lie. But, you know, that happens. I will play that next turn. I think we want to play Hangabag Walker now and Graft onto it. So this is basically, I don't know if they take turns or not, but it's basically, actually, now thinking about my play again, I should have not played the Worker there, because anyway we have mana this turn, so we just play the Tabland and pass, which is, playing the Worker is better against anything but a Wren 6. So the good thing is now that the Worker is dead, we can start threatening this Wren 6. Actually, that was a really big mistake what I just did. I should have played this tapped. Should have played this tapped, and then next time I can play two drops. So it's an auto deck. Yeah, it's an auto deck. What can you say? We're gonna play Thunogate, I think. Then Reborn. Yeah, it's not the worst though. So we are gonna play this and this. Play Thunogate. Basically, the reason to play Thunogate before combat is that if they bolt this or if they counter this, they lose around 6. If they don't counter it, okay. I guess mana leak. No, okay. So we attack the around 6, and then we can actually sacrifice and proliferate. So that's kind of nice. Yeah. So we will do that. Sacrifice here. We make 3 top tiers. We get 3 counters on the Ozolith, and we even proliferate the Ganoa Reborn, which is very good. And yeah, we go here. But definitely I should play the second. I misplayed here, and I got punished by drawing another Tabland. But if I had played this last turn, then we could have been able to play another Hangavak this turn, which would have been really, really nice. And even graft onto it. So, but sometimes you make mistakes. Opponent doesn't have an Uro in the graveyard. I don't think it's 4 colors Omnath. I think it's a Sultai control with red splash for play. I think they play Field of the Dead, Uro. Maybe they play I don't think they play Omnath. I think it's extremely greedy to play Omnath in a deck like this one. Maybe they minus for a top tier kill. No, they just prefer a land. Yeah, Wren 6 is quite strong. This card could come in handy. Okay, they can Field of Ruin this, which is actually pretty sad. But it's okay. That means that they're... Yeah, they will Field of Ruin. Oh, they Growth Spiral. Okay, so they need to draw a land. Maybe they have the land. Hopefully not a Field of Ruin. I mean, not Field of Death already? No, it's not Field of Death. Good thing is, you know, when they're fetching, like, they basically have dealt 8 damage to themselves. So they may Field of Ruin. Yeah, not much we can do there, but that means that... Yeah, we get a forest. That's an untapped forest. No, yeah, so we draw. We pass the turn. There's no way we can win this turn, but there's definitely a way to win next turn. So I'm going to put the counters over here. The reason basically is to kill this Wren 6. If we don't put the counters over here, we cannot kill a Wren 6, and that kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna put the counters over here. With a green source, I don't think they have removal. Very rampy deck, that's for sure. I don't know what they're thinking about. What can they have with a green that stops this? like nature's claim on the main deck. So can we kill them though? No, we couldn't kill them, right? Even if we play this, no, this was only 6, 7, 8 damage, but we can kill them next turn. So we tag Wren, we tag them. And yeah, Wren is down, they go to 10. Play this here. And we will play Hangover Walker, which again, I misplayed this game. I should have played this tap a long time ago. But now it's like, okay, I want to save it for if I draw a red source, I can win. Okay, that's a bit of that, which is good. But if it's the only thing they have, they could start critting us, criticking us, I guess. Okay, that's a red source. Huh. So play this. That's a plan, guys. Yeah, we activating my Nexus, so we can start giving them the poison. We can actually kill them with this, which is really funny. I'm not attacking with this. I'm gonna hold it back. I can. They take the damage. So they take 1 poison counter. Now I can actually kill them with this thing, which is rather funny. I don't know what to do. He's at 3. So I honestly don't think we need to do anything. We just pass. Man, is this gonna be the first kill of GRUUUUL's Fury in the history of Modern? So they have 3 cards, right? And we have a Throne of Geth that can sack things to proliferate. We can proliferate their poison. And they have a lot of magic, like they could have counter magic open right now. So there's not really a need. And if they do use their blue sources, so they tableau, then I'm gonna go for it. I can pump Hamga back. Yeah, but it's just really I can take it slower than this. We're at 20, they're at 3. We have lethal on board. They have Feel of Dead, that's all good. You know, and now at the end of their turn, we can flank. And that forces their action. So we will play red here. Choose any target. So first it says choose any target, right? What did they gain a life from there again? Ah, yeah, this thing. Sacrifice a creature. We got the Oscillate trigger back, so it's good. Maybe this is risky. But again, I could have done this on Hangavak, true. Okay, so they counter it. No. Actually, it probably was more lethal on Hangavak than this. But still, we have lethal anyway next turn. Yeah. Two cards in their hand only. Maybe that was greedy. I just wanted to do it, honestly. So actually, we sack here. They need to have 2 removal spells. They cannot have Cryptic Command. Ah, they do have Cryptic Command mana. Okay, I mean... there's no need for it. Alright, so we again will activate the Imp of Nexus. I'm gonna put the counters on the top there. Yes. Now they're facing lethal again. They have Fatal Push. We could sack. Nah, but I think I'm gonna sack this end of turn. So just accept the fact that this died. They're 1. So I'll play Animation Module. This resolved. And I'll pass a turn. So yeah, this turn I'm gonna spam Hangavac, sack it, make 4 doctors, make 2 servos, and we win, yeah. So yeah, the fling thing was kind of was kind of like whatever, but the rest was good. They're playing Field of the Dead, so maybe this is good. But I don't think it is actually. I think Lightning Bolt is really bad. And I think Silver's just really bad. And I don't know what surgical. We got surgical Uro away, which is probably their only win con. But they also have Field of the Dead. They also have Field of the Dead, so actually we could do this. I don't think 2 of these is that good in this matchup. Animation Ball is also not that great in this matchup, but if we get it down early with this protection, at least it can block and give us time. So yeah, not the Fairy Time Raveler makes Veil of Summer much better. Like, we need to play around Resist Charm though. This hand is not good. Like, come on, 6 lands, it's just gonna be too slow until we get to do something. So we need to mulligan it. This hand is okay. I'm gonna put a Ballista back. I don't want to go too low, you know. This is also a critical mass there, but battle, let's say. There's a Triumph, pass. Maybe when you draw a 1-drop. Ooh, this is actually not bad. So we pass. I don't know what we will surgical, but we will surgical. Maybe Cryptic Command, so we can stop the Cryptic Loop. This can stop. They play a lot of Growth Spirals. I don't know if they play Rayman or what they play. But maybe I just play a Ballista here, you know. I'm gonna jam the Hangover, I think. I could also Surgical Extraction their Misty Rainforest, but I think that's pushing it, you know. That is pushing it. So I will Surgical Extraction their Misty Rainforest if they play around 6. But they're gonna counter this, I guess. Oh, they're gonna Spiraling. Okay. Feel that. Sure. So I'm gonna graft. It's probably the best feature to graft onto. So if they play around 6 and they try to eat the Misty Rainforest, they don't. So we have this as really good insurance versus the... Yeah, so I'm gonna pump and play a worker. So I can play a worker first, I guess. I don't really feel like attacking them. I mean, we lose kind of the long game because of this. So, but I think it's better to kind of try to find an opportunity, you know, rather than trying to force it. I could, of course, they will counterspell whatever I cast, so I will just pass and keep pumping here. If we draw a Nozzle or a... This also means that we can sacrifice this. Yeah, I will send you the, like, I actually need to upload it, yeah. I will upload it afterwards. Fact or fiction? Reveal the top 5 cards of your library and opponent chooses, sure. That's the worst case scenario, I guess. So we can put this double mana leak. So I will put like this. I mean, they won the Uro in their graveyard, right? So I can maybe do like this. So they won. I mean, I don't care so much of them drawing more lands. I mean, Field of Ruin is kind of good. Bullet the Devil is kind of good. But putting an Uro in the graveyard, I think this is fine. I don't know. I never know how to play this card. Let's see what they take. I mean, I've not played this many times. So 2 cards enter the reveal card zone. So they got the Field of Ruin and Poodle Delta in hand. And they put the Uro in their graveyard. And now, on the draw step, we're gonna exile the Uro. Or we do it now. They don't have mana leaks. They don't have mana for Cryptic Command. So what could they have? Force of Negation? Sure, I mean, why not? We do it on the draw step. We exile Uro. Oops, now it's better, yeah, okay. I mean, if they have a force, they can force it now, but they probably don't have a mana leak, I guess. Or they have Growth Spiral. Nice, man, you keep drawing. I'm guessing they don't have a mana leak because 2 mana leaks just went on the graveyard. So they have 2 Uros in hand. Nice. I hope they have 4 lands in hand and 2 Uros. So we exile here. We exile here. We exile this Uro. And let's see what else they have. 3 Wren and 6s, 2 Mystic Sanctuaries, 2 more Fields of the Dead, which is insane. 2 Fire Sprouts. Okay, we need to play around that. 3 Abrupt Decays, 3 Fatal Pushes, 2 Facts of Fiction, 2 Elder Gargoyles. We also need to play around that. 2 Cryptics, 3 Cryptics actually, and 1 more Mana Leak. So we're not going to play around Mana Leaks. We're not going to play around any counter spell that is not exactly Cryptic Command from now on. So yeah, that was pretty good, I would say. It's your turn, opponent, now. So they have basically lands only in hand. So we. I mean, we can set up lethal next turn by playing Ravager, and they didn't play a single. They only play Field of Ruin, basically. Sorry, they only play. So I think I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna attack them here. Play Animation Module, and this. Yeah. So first we attack. That felt really good. That felt extremely good, man. I mean, I need to win this game. I hope Philo of the Dead is not strong enough to beat us now that they exile 2 cards from their hand and Udo. And we will play this. So I have 1 draw step basically, and I'm gonna play the Ravager. So next turn I can play a land, and I just basically want to keep this from being eaten. And I want to eat it. I'm just going to play this, yes. Yeah. So let's see what they play. They have nothing, so they have 1 draw step now. And they will make zombies. They are actually... Oh, they guess using Mystic Sanctuary to put something on top? No. Why would you fetch there? That doesn't make any sense. So they're cycling, sure. Hello, Torso. Thanks for hanging out. Damn it. Sure. So opponent has 1 draw step. And if they're casting the cycling, sure. Green, red. Is it the Fire Sprout? Okay, so this is... This is actually could be annoying, but they don't have white or black, so cast with green and red, right? So yes, I will sack here. I will sack here. I think this is lethal actually. Eat this boy. Eat this boy. Eat this boy. They have a land, right, to make a token. Actually shouldn't have eaten the Hangavag maybe there. I had to because if not rather died, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say yield. No, 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 no. Okay. No. Resolves. So now they can play a land, field arenas, double land, so they can find. Attack. Hmm. I make 1-0. That means Vin is feeling pretty good. So now if they try to field a ring the Imap Nexus, we will lead with a Ravager. So I need to fetch first. Go to 13. Basic, I guess, Mystic Sanctuary. What do they put back on top? Sprout. I mean, that's good. That's a mistake. Very big mistake they just made here. Because we will eat this Imam Nexus now. And then they will not trigger this field. And it actually does trigger the field, but it doesn't trigger the second time. So, no. That was a big mistake they just made there. Huh. Cool. So we will put everything but the abrupt decay, here. They put Secret Field of that, play Swamp. Okay, they play a land already, so 4 lands and an abrupt decay. So that seems pretty good. I mean, we are 4-0, one up a game for the 5-0. So they got the abrupt decay now. So Fire Sprout is an instant, right? Or is it a sorcery? Oh, it's a sorcery. Okay, so we only need to play around abrupt decay. So we actually have 1, 2, 3. So this is a 12-12. They can go here. So we not really need to do anything to win. We just attack, they block. I guess I play the second Ravager here to make it very awkward for my opponent. This will connect. They block here. So they have Abrupt Decay and Fire Spout in their hand. So if they casted their dead, so if they casted their dead, so if they cast it at the end that they're dead. If they don't cast it, then we play on, but we can suck. And They also have only 2 black sources and 1 red source, so yeah. Yeah. So if they cast Abrupt Decay and they're instead, they're dead. Oh, guys, sorry, I got you out. That was actually a good line. That was the best line, actually. But yeah, actually that was much better line than what I took. So if they don't shoot, they take the turn. They Fire Sprout here. So I will sack here. No. Sack here. And I will sack the animation module. No. Actually, it was probably a mistake because I need to sack this anyway. So, sack here. That was a mistake to sack the animation model, by the way. So they have a 2 lands, damn it, that's very strong. They're hanging on, they're hanging on. So they have 1 Abrupt Decay. Yeah. Oh, easy. So they do have. So we attack first, right? They play 2 zombies and they block. Yeah. But this deals 3 damage, right? The Fire Sprout. But they had an Abrupt Decay in hand, we know that. So they take 5. Still an Abrupt Decay in hand. Maybe I play a Thermal Gate actually. Yeah, that was the. So now they can actually put the Abrupt Decay back on top. Which actually that means that we are actually in trouble now. Because they can put the Abrupt Decay back on top with the Mystic Sanctuary. Damn it. So actually we are in trouble right now. Ooh! We are in trouble, guys. Damn it. I actually managed to throw this game away by eating that animation module. There's 0 cards in hand. How could we make a servo? There's no way, right? No. Ah, managing to throw away the game. Yeah, they now can miss a Sanctuary, find a, yeah. Actually, we may lose this game. Yeah, actually, that was a really bad play by me overall. I think I after the surgical extraction, I got really excited. So they drew a, they put a cryptic command bat on top. Puts Fact or Fiction? Why? Okay, you just get the Fact or Fiction, mate. So they have Fact or Fiction in hand. I don't understand why they could put this in. So put Fatal Push and all the relevant cards. Right, so if they get the Fatal Push, they don't get any of these. Okay, so they have Elder Gyro, Sprout, Fire Sprout, and okay. So they have 4 cards in hand now. So they play in brand 6. So they have they have Fire Sprout. They cycle that, sure. They have an unknown land. Okay, they have gross. They make a. Oh, they drew something. Oh, they drew that. Oh my god. They actually drew it in the end? We're gonna say well played. Yeah, that was a mistake, of course. I basically played this game so bad. I could have gained a life here, but I didn't. I only have 7 minutes left. Oh no! Okay, so we play this. No, we don't ballista for the win here, but maybe next turn. Ooh, that was really bad. Yeah, Velder gotta go. This ends the game very quickly, and 5 Sprout too. Yeah, I just misplayed it, I guess. I mean, that just I deserve to lose. But actually, the problem is I'm only 6 minutes left. So I need to play a bit faster. So that's Elder Gargaroth. Problem is this game's them live, so... and they have 2 mana left, 2 cards left, so who knows. Yeah, I'm dead, I think. Depending on what I draw, I will consider immediately. If only this Bale had been this Throne of Death, right? Okay. Let's go to info. I think we have a chance. I think it's okay. Yeah, I got a misplayed here, eh? I definitely misplayed. It happens, it happens. I think overall I like my strategy. Yeah. He plays Elder Gargaroth, but we have nothing that deals with it, so there's not much point in playing it. Maybe I could play Alpine Moon for Feel of Death, like one off. Uncut. Throne of Death felt really bad there. We didn't see our Mage's Charm, so Throne of Death is not so good. We only saw 3 Cryptics, 3 Mana Leaks, 3 Abrupt Decays. Yeah, let's go. It happens, you know. I think I got a bit too confident once I exiled the Udo. It sounds good. Once I exiled the Udo, I was like, oh yeah, and maybe it was not so oh yeah. But this hand is good. We will play Vandalheim first. Why not? Maybe I have Force. I didn't see Force in their deck. Maybe I'm bringing it on the draw. That'll be next level, I think. I don't think it doesn't. I mean, it does matter because they only have 2 ways of winning the game, which is Udo and it's only Udo and yeah, I gotta play this, I think. Yeah, it's only Udo and zombies. And of course the Cryptic Command lock. Maybe I have Ceremonious Rejection, but I didn't see it in their deck. Yeah, alright. So yeah. Opponent goes. Passes. I think I'm gonna play Dano Reborn, play a worker. And pass myself. So yeah, mana leak for this, of course, is very bad. They use 2 mana for 1. I shouldn't have played Dano Reborn first, by the way. We will keep this until the end of their turn, and then we'll try to put counters. And then from next turn, we can start attacking. We will. I can play fast. I can play pretty fast if I focus on the game instead of focusing on like, oh my god, we got them with a surgical. Sure. So I'm gonna do this now. Yeah. So let's see what they play now. Nothing. Okay, so I'll play the Ozolith here. See what they do. The main problem here is our Mage's Charm, but we didn't see it in their deck. So I think I'm honestly gonna attack them here. 4 damage is already sizable. And here, I like the idea of playing the second Hangabag Walker, and I'll explain why. It's because I think if we... next turn they have Cryptic Mana, and they already played 1 Mana Leak, right? So... And we have a Ballista if they start removing it. So if they start killing these guys, we have a Ballista. So that can be lethal. So if they have like a Wrath next turn, we make 8... I mean, actually a Wrath kills them next turn, so probably shouldn't go for a Wrath. So... Maybe they Cryptic tap us here? Yeah. I decided not to do more counters because I want to play the Ballista. I'm going to play Animation Module. Play Ballista. And always heal here. Pass a turn. Zuro. Needs to be live, does the Uro things. They could have Mana League or a Rap Decay here, or many other things. They can Uro next turn, but... Well, that's very good. So... I'll leave 1 back to pump. Yeah, we don't like that. Yeah, so if they need to double shock here, they will take a lot of damage. And I can still shoot them back or just get the counter. So maybe I have a second. I still get to draw a card no matter what. They have an Abrupt Decay. Or a Mana Leak, I guess. We can pay for the Mana Leak. So I would probably pay for it. So, okay. Yeah, I like paying for this. We draw a card. We keep the Ballista alive. We draw a Ravager. Amazing. Of course, now I regret not attacking. I did not play Arzali around this line, but I regret not attacking with the second Hangavag. But if they Uro now, and they kind of tableau, we are in a good shape here. So paying also means that we... I mean, I should attack with this, actually. Yeah. So they can they Uro? Yeah, green, green, blue, blue. They only have black left. So unless, I mean, if they double... I mean, they have to have a lot of things here. Cryptic does it until we... Yeah, if they play Uro, I'm pretty sure we can win next turn. All right, let's go. Show them the power, man. Scales. I don't like the Sultai version. I think the white version is better. Even if it's just for path. Like Fatal Push just feels pretty underwhelming. And the fact that Bale of Summer is such a strong card. They have time to think about it. So they can go like green, green, blue, blue, then they have black and something, and they need lands. Yeah, we can play a Ravager as long as it resolves. I mean, okay, green, green, blue, blue, so they play Uro. See what they do. So we attack with everything. Maybe except the Ballista. Sure. Go to 11. They get this. Okay, they even miss a land drop. Wow, okay. Uh-huh. So I think we're gonna attack here. Okay, I think we're gonna. Yeah, I'll go for the win. They cannot really. Yeah, I'll make a. Yeah. So. Okay, let's make a servo. Okay, let's I want to put counters on something. I don't know what is the best line here. I'll explain this later. Yeah, I could have won. They could have had a push. That's why. Maybe I should have put the counters in the ballista actually, and then yeah, I should put the counters in the ballista. So we go down to 3. They missed the land drop last time. That means next turn we can pump here. I mean, I don't think this was the best line ever, but we gotta do what we gotta do, guys. So another Udo. Yeah, but when are they gonna push me? You know what I mean? When are they gonna push me? That's why I don't know. Next turn they're dead, and they need to find a lot of answers. So they can have cryptic, but that doesn't matter because we can pump here, we can put the counters here, that's lethal. They can try to bounce, and then we can replay. Yeah. Maybe attack, actually. I'll block with the Ravager. Okay, now they can replay it, but it's more mana. Yeah, I will probably, in this combat, I will stack the servo before combat and put the counters here and then target the ballista with it. And then they can tap bounce, but then we can replay. Yeah, kind of running out of time here. Close game, close game. Probably, I mean, I know I didn't play this, but played perfectly, but okay, let's go withdraw. They also have mana for cryptic command, right? So we can pump, shoot, push them to 2. But definitely we don't want us. Maybe we don't have a ballista. I need to read this animation model. It's making me waste a lot of time. Maybe we can click the locus here. They can. We need to find a ballista or an Enigma Nexus. So they can get cryptic on top. Man, am I gonna lose this game? Because they're gonna make this game as long as they can. So they can Uro now. They have cryptic again. We need to find a ballista. Yeah, pumping it with mana only makes it a 4/4. A 5/5, so... Oh, that's a mistake. Okay, whatever. They tap bounce. So they actually locked us out here. They can get another cryptic. They have 2 cryptics. Oh my god, I lost this game, man. I managed to actually throw away both games. So they draw it. I just need to find a ballista while they're doing this. And then I can play it after. Yeah, no, like that. Oh man, this feels bad. It is a 5/0 actually. They just keep playing the Mystic Sanctuary, bringing Cryptic back on top. The good thing is they don't advance their mana, so if we do find that ballista, we win. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Also, an Enigma Nexus would be rather good. I guess Ghost Spiral allows them to develop their mana. It sucks to lose like this, but I guess they're making it easier for us to find a ballista by doing that. It sucks to lose like this, but it's what it is. Sometimes you misplay, I guess. I misplayed both games actually, so that's kind of my bad, I guess. I guess they can Uro now and still hold on Cryptic, and that's how they will kill us. But I can play the Hangover later. Come on, man, give me a ballista. Reward me, please. Just too late. Okay, though this is okay, actually this could be it. So they cryptic us. Then play Mystic Sanctuary with Surgical. Oh, they're not even targeting. Surgical there, right? When they played it. Okay. Do it now. They may cryptic this. I didn't even look at their hand. This doesn't matter, right? No, this doesn't matter. Man, if I had more time. No time! Oh, Lord. Damn it, guys. Damn it. I threw this game so badly. Yeah. Okay, that happens. I mean, the deck was good. Red Splice didn't do anything at all, so... Yeah, for one, it's solid, but come on, these games are completely wasted. Like... I mean, both games I threw away. Like, this, game 2 and game 3, I had it, and managed to misplay it. Yeah. Yeah, for one is okay. For one is okay. So let me give you my thoughts about the list. It actually is from a dump, so I didn't really I copied the list. Okay, so oh man, that sucks. But I mean, yeah, I guess I would have it. So, especially game 2, I started playing sloppy because I got very confident on the surgical. Got the Uros. In game 3, I got very confident because I mean, I didn't get very confident. I just misplayed because I had very little time. But if I had thought about it just a little bit more, then I could have seen the line of the ballista, and then it could have been much easier, right? But yeah, I guess I'll talk about the list. So this is the list. Things that are good about the list is that it doesn't lose to Blood Moon because it has Lightning Bolt, and I mean, it only has one green spell, so yeah. Gem Razor was amazing when we casted it. Torpor was great. We didn't get to use the Dumping Spheres. Lightning Bolt was good in the creature matchups, and that's maybe enough to guarantee a red splash. Relic Opportunities was very good. I missed it in this last game, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the red splash is like whatever. If you want to play this, you can play this. You can also do mono green and play things like Nurturing Pidlan in it. And but then of course the problem is the removal. What removal are you gonna play on mono green, right? Lightning Bolt was good for that. Surgical Extraction was amazing. Like when we got to cast it was always good. So yeah, it was too bad not to get the 5-0 because I feel like I played pretty tight until those last two games, and I just ran out of time too fast, and then it was a bit hard to keep up. But if you don't have the red splash, I think you could play like if you have them second Crown of Souls, that would be good, and just play more forests and maybe another Phyrexia score and maybe a couple of Blinkmoth Nexus, and you'll be fine. Yeah, that's also you could just play the only problem with that list, the only problem with playing black green or white green or whatever. First is like you don't have the flexibility of this card, which is actually quite nice that you have a land that is also kind of wink on. Second, so this could be Northern Pidlands on a black green list, I guess. And second is that you actually get kind of hosed by Blood Moon. So Gem Razor Mutate, yes. So Mutate, it's when you cast Gem Razor, instead of casting it for its mana cost, you cast it for the Mutate cost, and then you put it on a creature you control, right? And the thing is, if you put it over, so you can choose to put it over or under. No matter what, you will destroy an artifact on enchantment, but if you put it on top, And you will have a 4/4 that has reach and trample, and it will have the whatever counters and abilities the card underneath had. So if, for example, you gem raise on top of a ballista, you will still be able to shoot as many times as you have counters, and you can play 4 to put a counter on it, and you will have a 4/4 reach trample. So this is kind of how it works. But the important thing is not to that you cannot sacrifice this, because none of your things can sacrifice, except this, I guess, can sacrifice a non-artifact, and you cannot put more extra counters on it by a modeler. So yeah, that's the things you gotta be careful about. Yeah. So this actually really is like a, it's really like a really strong, and actually it could be just worth it to play this and not play Luru. Play a black-green version and not play Lurus and play this, or even play Lurus and bring this in and bring this in when it's good. That also could be decent. But make sure you have enough green sources. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. We almost got a 5-0 before 1, and we honestly, like, it's a 5-0 in our hearts, I guess, because we punted the last 2 games, right? Yeah, sadly it happens sometimes, especially these versus control games. It takes one mistake and now they can, and that's basically the cryptic lock. Like, that's what I was saying in the Discord, that I dislike Mystic Sanctuary, because it has such a low opportunity cost. And look at that, that game was completely won by us, and my opponent could just keep on locking us out of the game. So that was kind of sad, but we'll get there next time. I think we have this. And what I would change on this list is I would probably put Blood Moon here, or Mouse of the Moon. And I would like to find a spot for a third Relic of Progenitus. But even maybe we are covered with the Surgical, I don't know. But the Surgical was great. And I think